Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
All right, good morning, and how the hell goes it? Welcome to your Tuesday here at KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. Thanks for being up early with us, just after 6 o'clock. I'm Klein, that's Allie.
Morning.
Got the audio sniper right there, known as DJ Omar Khan.
Hello.
That is Jake Z Nerd. Postmaster Johnny in the back, taking your calls at 800-520-1067 with the great Vanessa.
Didn't Jake give himself a new nickname during one of our last meetings? He's no longer the assistant to the audio sniper.
I'm the arbiter of audio.
Oh, that's right. He renamed himself the arbiter of audio.
Thank you.
What a terrible nickname for so many reasons.
I think it's good.
Because I'll never remember that even.
Arbiter of audio.
Well, we had this big meeting to kind of go over the goals for this year. I don't know why we're still doing these meetings, because we've had goals every year that we haven't quite hit. But regardless, this is going to be the year we're going to hit all the goals. And Jake got all mad because he wanted to bring up the fact that last year he wanted to be known as the audio sniper, and we immediately took that name and gave it to Omar.
Yeah.
And
so now
Jake's,
a year later,
Jake wanted to let everyone at the meeting know, all the people that aren't a part of the show, like, hey, just so you know, last year my goal was to be the audio sniper. Then all of a sudden Omar got that title. So this year I will declare myself the arbiter of audio.
Yeah, it's a good name.
Which is just like a Latin way to say virgin or something.
Arbiters are way cooler than snipers.
Yeah, you can have that name, Jake. We're not going to use it, but we're also not going to take it.
No, use it.
What is an arbiter? Like, does that just mean you gather?
Gather, keep track of. I'm in charge of all the audio. I get all the stuff.
Take the audio of this conversation and lose it.
No, I'll put it on repeat.
Delete it immediately.
You don't need to arbit this.
Yeah, this can be arbirated right to the garbage. You're the garburator, dude. Get rid of this forever.
I like that.
Yeah. Congratulations. He's tried so many times to give himself the nickname. He wanted to be known as the Ace.
Oh, yeah.
People call me that, though.
What people have called you the Ace?
All the net bangers call me the Ace.
Okay.
Some people did say last week, because he did such a great job on his beer taste test, that he did earn the name the Ace that day. But just that day.
He's the Ace of the non-alcoholic beers. We got some final words of wisdom, motivation. If you need a few more days of motivation to get through the rest of your dry January, we will get into that. I think people right now got the shakes. They're either craving it so much they can't wait to potentially start drinking with us again. And people did ask, if I join you guys on Friday for Ditch Day at that bar up on top of Snow Summit, technically it is still January, but it is the 31st of January. And I would argue, because it would already be February in like China or Australia, or I'm not really sure how the clocks work.
Yeah, I would think on the last day, that's when you're breaking it, right?
Yeah, technically, I think that's a great day to start celebrating wet February, or whatever you want to call it. We got a good show planned for you, tell you all about it, and give you some stuff, including Coachella tickets this morning. Friday, Ditch Day, Snow Summit. Someone asked if I win the tickets, do I have to hang out? The answer is no, you do not. You
No,
can
you
just
can
go
just- yeah.
skiing, snowboarding all day. We don't even have to meet you, but you get to go to the mountain, of course, open to the public, but we will have a special VIP hang, and we'll give you wristbands for that as well coming up throughout the morning here on KROQ.
And there's free food,
What a
so
dick
take
thing to
advantage.
say, by the way.
I agree. But you know what? I would
You're
expect
getting
nothing
tickets
less.
from us, and you're not going to hang?
Right.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, there's no obligation. If you want to drive to Snow Summit and just
Yeah.
ski and snowboard all day, you don't want to waste valuable,
Maybe you're just using us for the perks and the
Fine.
tickets. Great.
Great.
Use us. We're happy to be used.
Many people have said over the years the only way they discovered this show is because they wanted tickets to something and they were forced to listen, and as a result, then they said, all right, I like these guys, minus that arbiter. A lot of people have said that.
Arbiter of
Little-
audio.
little
Gotta
too
say it
official.
right.
Yeah, a lot of that guy really killed my buzz. But outside of that, decent show. Then they're hooked. Anyway, we got that for you in a few moments. Give you $100 Valley's money plus 3-day passes to Creep by Econ at the Ontario Convention Center, happening this Friday through Sunday. If you want to get on the phone for that, you can call now. But as we said a moment ago, some people are just trying to get to the final days of dry January, and perhaps, Allie, this will motivate you.
And now, some dry January words of motivation from very drunk people.
Oh yeah, just do it, man. Just I believe in you. It's gonna be, you can do it. I'll bet you're doing great already, and it's gonna be so, just awesome. Good job. Encouraging. I encourage you to keep, being encouraged. Please.
Happy Dry January.
Please.
From Klein Alley Show.
Please stop.
Put all that on a pillow and let someone put that in their living
I've
room.
never been happier that I have never tried dry January.
Because Allie was just saying she knows someone in her life that is at that point. And I heard someone else say this yesterday, where they go, you know what? I think I'm going to roll this right into February. This is what happens to some people.
I
They're
feel
like,
amazing.
Right.
I'm going to keep going. And then that happens until the Super Bowl happens.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, there's one thing that will get you off the wagon, and then in November, December, you won't remember you even did this, and neither will your liver.
I did it for 2 weeks. I felt worse.
Yeah, it happens to some people. They have all the crazy withdrawals and all the bad stuff. All the alcohol that's been keeping them just kind of whatever you want to call it, homeostasis. That all starts to without
the
that.
equilibrium's off. And I think
off.
for Jake, he's been drinking nothing but beer for so long that once he stops drinking beer, like the spinach and the shredded cheese in the fridge doesn't really hold up.
Right.
Like the other food that he's eating isn't really nutritious enough to sustain him.
What are you talking about? Blue cheese filled olives. That's good for you.
Oh God, what a gross man for so many reasons.
And a jar of pickles, too.
We got people on the phone now that want your money. I don't blame them. It's an easy $100. Plus, we're throwing in these 3-day passes for Creep Econ. And if you call us now, you could get in on Allie Knows the News, or does she? We'll come back with that and more next, right here at KROQ.
Coachella might be one of the most iconic music festivals in the world.
All right, music festival goers, the Coachella lineup is here. Let's talk about Coachella.
This is going to be epic.
The Coachella lineup has just been announced. Headliners are Lady Gaga, Green Day, and Post Malone.
All week on KROQ. Win a pair of 3-day passes to Coachella.
April 11th through 13th and 18th through 20th. Empire Polo Club in Dio. Featuring.
Hey, this is Billy Joe from Green Day.
Green Day. Post Malone. Lady Gaga. Megan Thee Stallion. Travis Scott. Jimmy Eat World. The Prodigy. The Original Misfits. The Beaches. Reba Doobie. Joe. Basement Jacks. And tons more. Listen at 9, noon, 3, and 6 to win your way in with 3-day passes to Coachella.
World Famous KROQ on the World Famous KROQ.
KROQ.
Am I a terrible person because of something I tried to do to salvage Mother's Day yesterday? Allie, here. And I ask you, and I know you probably, Omar's going to say I'm a terrible person, regardless of if I even tell the story.
Mm-hmm.
You, Allie, will potentially have my back. You're the only one. Everyone else,
That's what you said?
You want to hide the finger? That's what I wrote on the card.
You've got my back.
She didn't like it.
I don't know what you're about to say, but I do know that you were working very hard in Vegas to try and have something set up.
I had a thing set up.
So I even without knowing what it is, I kind of do have your back because I know you were making an effort.
Did you end up flying out earlier too on Sunday morning?
Yes.
So that
You
we
did,
could be with our families.
We
Yeah.
ended up doing maybe the greatest sacrifice you can do, and I include anything a soldier has ever done.
Waking up still drunk.
Waking up at 5 a.m. to get on the first flight out so you can get back. I mean, I'm telling you right now, listen.
That's love.
That means that even just knowing you have that thing hanging over your head, there's nothing better than that later in the day flight out of Vegas where you're like, great, I'll wake up at my leisure. I'll have a nice bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich.
Yeah, the only clock that's ticking in your mind is the checkout clock. Got to check out by 11.
Got to be up by 11, or better yet, do that thing where I call and go, check out, and they're like, they go like, what'd you say?
All right, fine, just room service.
And you go, no, okay, I'll just eat chicken fingers. That's a good. I like that compromise with the extended checkout call you make in a hotel because they're so locked in. Every once in a while, you get someone that has a little gray area, but usually they're like, there's nothing we can do. Checkouts at 11. We are fully committed, and people have to be in the room, and they got to start cleaning it right away. But you know that's not going to happen because they got a couple carts per floor. And then you kind of do that whole, you play hardball with them, and occasionally they're like, all right, 11:30, and you're like, it feels like
you got like, oh my god, I have 30 extra minutes. I'm going to go back to sleep.
Yeah, it feels so. You're on the phone with them 3 hours to get that extra 30 minutes. Totally worth it. So I decided I had some reservations for dinner for yesterday, which are not easy to get. It's like Valentine's Day. I don't like doing it because it's like you feel like you're kind of a sucker.
Of course, yeah. And then the prices are always double or triple.
Sometimes.
And then there's even less options. If it's a brunch, absolutely. There's like 3 things on there you can pick from.
If any restaurant is offering some sort of something with mimosas, you just got to go somewhere else because you can tell they're really going to stick it to you.
As a mom, I just want to say I hate mimosas.
Good. Let's put an end to that. So I had some dinner reservations, and I never make just one. You would think one is more than enough, but I don't know.
You had some backup ones.
I don't know what you can be in the mood for. So I want a couple different styles of food.
Wait, what? What are you doing with your life?
Yeah.
Why don't you just ask your wife, hey, where do you want to go on Mother's Day? And then make the reservation for that place.
I should have done that in retrospect.
Okay.
I just said,
what are you doing here? How many reservations?
3. I had 3.
3?
Yeah, and all
at different times or all at the same time?
All different times, Allie, because I didn't know that was why I did it that way. I said I don't know if she's going to want to go to kind of one of those like early ones where the kids are involved. You know, I guess you got to bring the kids. It's Mother's Day. She's not my mom. She's my wife.
Yeah.
So I did an early one, and then I did a slightly later, but then I did like one that was quote like she would think was like a special. You know, certain restaurant.
I wish she had said she wanted to go to all 3.
Is your wife the type that likes it, a day all about her? Because there's, some wives that are like, just a quick dinner in bed. I'm all good. Let's get about our own business.
Here's how every woman is.
Go on. I can't wait to hear this.
I'm going to stop my sentence.
I would love to go down on you for Mother's Day.
No. That's right. No, it's all the same. Here is I'm not going to give you anything I want. You try to figure it out, but whatever you figured out is not exactly what I want. So now you have to
not true.
Improvise and come up with a plan B or C.
You're talking about your wife specifically.
Okay, that's
because
how she
the people that I know, several of my friends that are in fights with their husbands today and all through yesterday because they did not even say Happy Mother's Day to their wives.
Really?
No, nothing. Just a regular ass day, and also, I'm tired. Can you clean up? Can you do this? Can you do that? And they eventually were just like, F you, dude, it's Mother's Day.
Do they have kids or no?
Yes, they have kids.
Does that mean not all women get to celebrate Mother's Day? Can we be honest with that?
What do you mean?
Well, it's
you mean like every...
KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. Nice to meet you. Let's go ahead and pay the people. Everybody wants some of your money, and I don't blame you. There's a lot of people that want in on this because an easy $100 It's not a lot of money, but it's enough to get you something. And if you're planning on quitting dry January or graduating into whatever, drunk February, $100 will at least get you your first round of drinks. That's the very least we can do.
Yeah, and I think it feels better taking money from somebody who really values it.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't want to part with my $100, but if there's some rich person who doesn't care, it's not as satisfying taking that.
Just for playing, if I pick up your line in a second, you'll get some 3-day passes to Creep Icon in the Ontario Convention Center. And I just learned that Jake, the Arbiter of Sound, will be there as well.
Arbiter of Audio.
Whatever.
The Arbiter of Sound.
Sabrina, you're on KROQ. Good morning from Anaheim. How goes it?
Good morning. It's
Good morning.
I'm not driving.
Very defensive. She's definitely
Good,
driving.
I'm not driving.
We're not the cops. It's okay. She's definitely driving right now.
I feel like now talking on your phone is way safer than texting on your phone.
Yeah, both I think are fine at this point, right? I think we've just evolved past that.
Yeah.
Let's get to it. It's time for you to answer these 5 questions. First of all, a DIY theme song that was left on the go line to celebrate Allie.
Her mush powers are strong, and her food is stinky too.
Yes.
Let's find out if Allie knows the news. Okay, volleyball. Boo.
Thank you. Beautiful stuff. Really appreciate that.
I brought some of your favorites today.
Oh, God. Allie's got a Tupperware container with 2 eggs inside. That is gross. That is going to smell so terrible when you open them. Are those hard-boiled?
No, they're not even cooked yet.
Oh, you are. What are you, just flaunting that you have egg money in my face?
Ooh, I can afford 2.
We should smash those eggs. Allie'd be so upset. It's like $3 worth of eggs right there. All right, Allie's going to leave the studio.
All right.
You got 5 questions, Sabrina. They will start the second that door closes. Answer them quickly, confidently, accurately. If you're right, you get $100. Here we go.
Allie knows the news.
Question number 1. This disturbing message, visible from the sky in an empty parking lot in downtown L.A., has gotten a lot of attention. What was the disturbing message that you could see from the sky?
Oh gosh. I don't know. I feel like I should know, but I don't know.
Go to question number... you going to take a guess?
I don't know.
All right, go to
No.
question number 2. This big KROQ band announced a one-night-only benefit concert with Alkaline Trio at the Palladium in February. Another day, another big benefit has been announced. Which band will be playing the Palladium with Alkaline Trio?
So no, the Killers?
Go to question number 3. Wendy's and the Girl Scouts have collaborated on a Frosty using what classic Girl Scout cookie?
Is it the mint one?
What is the name of the mint one?
Oh my gosh. I haven't bought Girl Scout cookies forever. I'm dieting.
How are you able to avoid them? They're so persuasive and they're everywhere. We go to question number 4. It is Allie Knows the News on KROQ. Oh, all right, Thin Mints, I will accept that as your answer. We go to question number 4. The first bands have been announced for the 30th anniversary of this tour's comeback. This is a tour that was away for a long time, and now it is coming back, and they've started to announce some of the bands. Which tour are we talking about?
Is it Incubus?
All right, and finally, that would be some announcement if Incubus was announced to be on the Incubus tour. That would be something. We go to this final question, and it all comes down to this. Question number 5. Survivors gathered for the 80th anniversary of the liberation of what yesterday?
The fires?
The fires?
Yes, the fires.
All right, we'll accept that. Seems like it's been a lot quicker than just 80 years, but maybe time moves differently. All right, let's bring Allie in. How do you think you did, Sabrina?
I think I did terrible.
That's okay.
Really dumb.
Not everyone does great, but hey, look, at the very least, you'll leave here with some 3-day passes to Creep Icon. All right, here we go. Allie's back in the studio. Say nothing else. This disturbing message was visible from the sky in an empty parking lot, in downtown LA. And as a result, people have been trying to figure out what it means. What was the message?
Well, I think it's clear what it means. It says help.
It says help in huge letters.
And it says help like everywhere.
Yeah.
In a bunch of different fonts throughout the roof.
Yeah, what a way. I mean, if it's a prank, great
what
prank.
What does this mean?
Well, who knows? But they still don't know. Was that a person that needed, what was going on there exactly? But the correct answer is help. Unfortunately, Sabrina did not get that. We got a question number 2. Allie's up 1-0. 5 questions, all involving the news. This big KROQ band announced a one-night-only benefit concert where they'll be joining Alkaline Trio at the Palladium in February. Which band made that announcement yesterday?
That would be Blink.
Blink 182. Doing a one-night benefit show. We go to question 3. Sabrina also did not get that one. She guessed the Killers. Go to question number 3 right now. Wendy's and the Girl Scouts are collabing on a Frosty incorporating what classic Girl Scout cookie?
Oh, it's got to be the Thin Mints.
All right, she guessed that, and she's on the board, and that is absolutely correct. The Thin Mints. I feel like the Thin Mint's getting a little thirsty with their collabs. I'm seeing a lot of Thin Mint collabs these days.
Yeah, I'm starting to not be able to keep track of them.
Can't.
There was like 1 or 2, and you were like, oh my God. And then now I'm like, well,
Cereal,
now that just
they got
the original is kind of the best
Sabrina's
thing.
on the board. She got 1. Allie's so far perfect. I've never said that before, but she's got 3.
I'm not,
1.
guys, I'm not perfect.
No, we know.
Oh.
We all know. Far from it. Question number 4. The first bands have been announced for the 30th anniversary of this tour's comeback.
Warped Tour.
Vans Warped Tour. Currently Warped Tour. They've started announcing some of the bands. I saw Simple Plan was announced, a few others. They will continue to, of course, announce bands. Everyone loves the good band announcement. Allie's right. Sabrina did not get that. She guessed Incubus. And we go to this final question. And unfortunately, Sabrina, you got a good energy, but you will not win this round of Allie Knows the News. Yesterday, survivors gathered for the 80th anniversary of the liberation of this.
Oh, wow, what a great way to end on Auschwitz.
She said the fires, the recent fires.
The 80th anniversary of the fires?
80th anniversaries of the fires. Unfortunately, cannot accept that. Allie got that. Well, there you go. Sabrina, not great, but it doesn't matter because you're still going to get not $100, but you'll get some 3-day passes to Creep by Econ happening Friday through Sunday, and Jake will be there as well. That's good news, bad news. What must you shamefully admit over the airwaves of KROQ right now? Go ahead.
My name is Sabrina, and Allie knows the news. She's perfect.
She's perfect.
She's perfect.
I wouldn't go that far. Thank you. Thanks for playing. Tomorrow, right around this time, you'll have another shot at that same $100.
I'm perfectly imperfect.
Someone says she may not be driving right now, but she is stoned AF. We're not sure about
More
that.
power to you.
It's KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Good morning. Allie Show, if you need us, the phone number to join is 800-520-1067. Or if you'd like to watch, you can do that as well. Believe it or not, it's still on YouTube. They haven't thrown us off just yet. You can go ahead and find us on KROQ's YouTube as we are streaming live right now. And I think you will be inspired to check it out based on this call. Allie, you yesterday told us a story about your birthday day at the spa and how it did not go according to plan. And there was quite a few snafus that happened, including you forgetting to do some personal grooming. And you felt insulted that even though a bunch of women were all naked together in the steam room, everyone else was getting compliments and you got none. And a lot of listeners heard that story and they wanted to defend you.
Sweet knocker, guys. Hey, I was listening to the live show yesterday. And Allie, I just want to say thank you for the extensive detail you went into telling your story at the spa. I actually felt like I was there, visualizing everything. And you know what? I feel bad that, they didn't compliment you on your sweet knockers. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take the time and say, Allie, you have a wonderful set of calcium cannons.
Oh.
Don't be afraid to hide them, show them off. All right, guys, love you. Have a good one.
Thank you. What a lovely message. Nothing creepy about that.
I never thought that I had a good set of calcium cannons. And like you've many times pointed out, they are not even.
No, you pointed it out. I didn't. You told us.
Yeah, but, I think it's the best of both worlds because if you like a B cup, you look at the right. If you like a C cup, you look at the left.
Yeah, it's almost like your wife's cheating on you with you, but also she's cheating on you. Then there's this, Allie. This is interesting because someone pointed out that you really brought back a retro look.
Fine, Allie. Sweet divots. Allie, I was listening to your story about your birthday outing, and I was thinking the last time that I saw a rug was probably when I was about 6 years old and I accidentally walked in on my grandmother. You're in a committed relationship. What are you doing ever being in the position to have to do an emergency shave? I don't get it. Have a good day, guys.
Allie got all embarrassed because she realized she was not, didn't have a proper groom downstairs, so she did this emergency quick shave at the spa. And apparently,
with a disposable razor, those really bad blue ones.
Led to a huge problem. In fact,
a lot of bleeding.
You shouldn't have probably talked about that on the radio because we did get a call. I think this is from the manager of the spa you went to, and they're not happy about what happened.
Yes, hello. How's it going? We are looking for Allie Johnson. This is the inn that she used the spa at for her birthday over the weekend. We're calling because we need to know where to send the plumbing bill.
Okay, right.
Massive pubic hair buildup.
Oh, my God. You've ruined this entire spa.
I didn't leave that much. This isn't a real manager.
This is the innkeeper of the spa.
In every drain that she used, we did the research, and it all came back to her party. There was a lot of pubic hair. We couldn't even imagine it came from one person.
All right.
So we figured that it was her and her group.
No.
Anyways, we need to know where to send the bill because it's a lot of money, and we definitely don't want the pubic hair that they pulled out either. So can you please come pick up this giant fur ball?
Okay, that's...
Look, I am not the only person, I'm sure, that has shaved like that in a shower, in a spa, in a really nice hotel. Okay, I'm sure it happens all the time, and their drains are big enough to withstand any kind of pubic situation.
And to that man, if you really are the innkeeper of that spa, apologies.
You're not. He's not.
Sounded like it to me.
You wouldn't call the goat line to collect my bill, you dick.
Allie, I don't. Until someone can prove otherwise, I'm pretty sure that guy was real.
I'm proud for my look. All right, it's grown back in nicely, a little patchy.
You missed that story. Consider yourself lucky, but also you can check it out on the podcast that goes with the show. Yesterday's episode, KROQ. Stick around. Will result in you getting some Coachella tickets from us later this morning here on KROQ. In the meantime, we got lift tickets for you. This Friday, we will be at up in the mountains, and apparently a lot of powder. All this rain we've had down here, it's good up there. So if you want to join us, we got your lift tickets and VIP party passes so we can all hang out together at Snow Summit happening on Friday, this Friday for Ditch Day, final day of the month. A great opportunity to break your dry January as we will be at Tommy's Bar from 1 until 3 open to the public. We'll bring a ton of prizes with us, and we have your first pair of lift tickets of the morning coming up very, very soon.
You know, I did actually have to spend some money yesterday on my spa day because when we arrived...
We heard, because the plumbing...
No, it's not about the plumbing. That's not a real phone call. But I did have to send some money to my friend who ended up paying the bill for the poolside bar. And when you arrived at the bar...
Wait, wasn't this your birthday celebration?
Yeah.
Why are you putting up any money?
Well, because the drinks were expensive. I'm not going to make everybody's pay for my drinks.
No, you don't make... But what kind of friends do you have? I would totally pick up the tab for a buddy, especially if we're out there celebrating birthdays.
And by the way, if there's like a bunch of friends...
That is crazy to me.
They're all just splitting your drinks. They're not... It's not like it was you and one other person. It's like 6 people that are... I don't know how many people you had there, but I mean, they're
there
just...
was like 6 or 7 of us.
Okay, so they're all just sharing your portion?
Yeah, it's nothing.
They made you pony up?
No, it was like $100 and something.
For
it's your birthday.
All 6 of you?
No, for me.
For your part. Okay, that's between 6 people.
Yeah,
that's
for
nothing.
like 3 or 4 drinks and lunch. I mean,
so
that adds up. I'm not going to add.
Allie, they all throw in $20 extra each and cover you? It's your birthday.
Look, they were all traveling, driving.
We're telling
places.
you to look. Look at your life and your friends.
We go back to the drain.
Did no one? I got the guy. Here he is. Yeah.
Yes, hello. How's it going? We are looking for Allie Johnson. This is the
This guy sounds like more of a friend than your friends, to be honest.
So
no one at any point said to you, "Hey, Allie, don't worry about it. It's your birthday."
No, because it was like it's. That place is expensive anyway. I'm not going to make people pay even more.
No. You're doing the right thing. You don't make anybody do anything. It should be. I don't. My circle of friends would have totally got it, but I would not expect it.
Oh, I was like, "What's your guys' Venmo?" And they sent them.
Wow. They don't say, "Don't worry about it."
No, but I think everyone was pretty drunk. You know, when we arrived at the bar...
But they're sober now, right?
Well, yeah, but then you don't remember what happened. You don't remember who owes what. People are just Venmoing you. When we got there, they were like, you can only have a max of 2 tabs open. So the people who opened the tabs first, a.k.a. the biggest drinkers, opened their cards, and then everything had to go on those cards. So when we closed out, they were like, by the way, the bill for one of these, the tip would be $80 if it were a 20% tip. And my friend said, okay, and then added $50 more on top of that.
Whew.
And I thought...
I could have used that money to cover your birthday drink.
No kidding.
That is a large amount. That's like a 30% tip, you know? And I thought to myself, should I Venmo her just for my portion plus 20%? Or because she left an extra $50, am I supposed to leave extra tip because she left extra tip?
Was the service extraordinary?
Half and half. There was one pool boy was very nice and flirtatious, and the other one was a dick.
No, but Allie brings up a point where this happens a lot of times. You go out to a restaurant, you split a bill up, and then someone's like, "Hey, what do you leave?" You go. No one wants to do the math. At least I don't want to do the math. So I say to the person, like, "Hey, what are you guys leaving?" And then they go, $28. And then I write down the number, and then sometimes I'll look at it and be like, "Hold on, they went way over. What kind of math are they doing here?"
Well, and now everybody's leaving way more than 20%, and I'm a 20%er. I've always been a 20%er. I'm not going to, maybe 22, 25 if it's exceptional. But you know, there were times where my glass was empty.
Right. What even is exceptional, though? I mean, I'm serious. Like, just making sure you got what you need. No issues.
Hey, it's your birthday. Why don't you all get together? I'm going to take a photo for you. There was one guy recently where I went out to dinner, and the guy gave us each a rose.
A rose?
Yes, he gave each of us a little rose, and I thought that's so nice, and I left him a few extra dollars.
They charge for those things. I know those guys. They stand outside the restaurants and give you a rose. Pretty lady for the rose, pretty lady.
He said I was pretty.
Yes.
Pretty lady. He was a nice boy.
That's why I haven't been called pretty. Here's a 50% tip. Thank you for that compliment, sir. So the question is, are you responsible? She went rogue and decided to go above and beyond. So
And she didn't know. She was in the moment and she was drunk and she was like, the way they explained it to her was like, 20% tip is $80, but if you want to leave more, here's another line.
Wow, that's aggressive.
You know, and then she just freaked out and gave an extra $50, not knowing how much extra she was really leaving.
We don't have to pay for this birthday acquaintance, so sure, here's $50 more for you.
So that's $50 split again
Once again,
amongst how many people?
Like 6. Yeah, 6 or 7. So that's only a few bucks extra per person, right?
So what's the problem here? You're upset now?
Right. What the hell's going on here, Allie?
I'm saying...
Yeah, what are we talking about this?
In general...
That's boring.
Oh, you have an extra. You had to pay an extra $7 because you decided to tip above and
I'm
beyond.
talking about in general. If the person who's paying leaves a bigger tip, are you usually expected to pay for that extra tip, or
No.
do you just leave what you were going to leave?
You should write back to the group right now and say, my coworkers and friends on the radio just informed me how insulted I should be that no one offered to buy my birthday drinks. Because the reality is the fact that nobody...
It's $18 a drink.
Allie, it's your birthday, and this is, quote, your group of good friends. Did they even know it was that they were there for your birthday, or did they just think they were hanging out at a hotel spa for the day?
No, there was a happy birthday.
Was there?
They sang happy birthday or something.
She said
I don't know.
This Friday, you deserve a day off, so we're giving you one.
Klein.
Look at that. Look at this. Dude, we're in like Colorado.
Can't stop the news. Let's find out what's going on in the world with your ADD news. And then the second that is done, I'm going to pick up one of these people, give them the good news that they will be joining us Snow Summit Friday for some Ditch Day. That is open to the general public. If you cannot win your way in, we'll give away a lot. We have at least, I think, 40 more lift tickets to give out. Something like that. We got a lot of lift tickets to give you, but if you do not win from us, you can still show up 1 to 3, Tommy's Bar, Snow Summit. We'll bring a ton of prizes with us, like tickets to see Tom Morello, Papa Roach Rise Against, Cruel World, Foster the People, and some show swag. Wow, that's hard to say. And more. We'll get to all that, but first, let's get to your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
All right, I've been called a mush many times. I do not like to agree with that assessment. This story does not do me any favors because this was the year I decided to invest in AI. They said everyone's using it. There's nowhere for it to go but up. I bought some stock in NVIDIA.
Of course you did. When did you do that? 2 days ago before it crashed?
Isn't that late in the game?
Yeah, Allie got in late in the game. Yes, she did get in late, but she always does. I mean, but the thing that's crazy is with Bitcoin and with Peloton, she's always in, a year after the general public. But when she finally sees enough headlines of it can't go wrong, that's when she gets in. And then the next day,
this is safe. This is a safe investment.
It always crashes the next day. And then she tries to unload it while she's still down, but not down that much. And then that's usually when it has a skyrocket back to greatness.
Yeah, well, when it's on its way back up, I'll sell it just to make some of my money back, and then it'll skyrocket.
Right.
So that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, it's a great cycle to watch.
NVIDIA is currently down 17%, and the tech market lost $1 trillion. Pretty much overnight because of the new AI Chinese competitor called DeepSeek. It's become one of the most downloaded apps of 2025. It's very intelligent. It's very easy to use, and it's very affordable. So you can download the DeepSeek app. It's free. And, ChatGPT, people started downloading and utilizing, and it was very free and easy to use. And now there's extra things that you got to pay for. And obviously that's an option, but if you're getting something the same or better for less money, why would you not go to that option?
Well, they claim that this whole app was built for a couple $1 million, as opposed to everything else, where it costs, billions of dollars to build.
Yeah, and all these huge tech companies have been developing it for
And
years.
they're saying it's better and cheaper and the whole thing. So, you got to love that.
Oh, I love it.
El Cheapo loves that.
I don't know what to do. I'm torn because do I stick with the more expensive option that's going to help my stock? Or do I go with the cheap option that's going to help it tank?
Well, you know what you got to do. You got to step up and buy stock in another thing so it tanks. Is
DeepSeek public yet?
You'll make it.
I think I can.
Your mush powers
are
are powerful.
All right, maybe you didn't have $3,000 to drop on tickets to the Big Fire Aid benefit concert taking place on Thursday, but luckily there are many other performances popping up. I'm sure there will be more. Blink just announced that they're doing a fire relief concert of their own with Alkaline Trio. That's going to be February 13th, I believe, at the Palladium. And then another fire relief concert taking place, if you're a fan of the ladies, is the Give an F LA benefit concert with Hayley Williams of Paramore, St. Vincent, Muna, a bunch of others. That's going to be February 5th at the Palladium, hosted by John C. Reilly, which is random.
Look at that.
And then while we're on the topic of music announcements, this is not fire related, but Warped Tour has announced the first crop of bands that will be headlining the show now that they've brought it back after a huge hiatus, and they're going to make regular announcements until the end of February. So in the first batch, we have Simple Plan, Bowling for Soup, Pennywise, and Miss May I. And the Dance Hall Crashers are reuniting after 20 years, but I don't know who they are.
Bowling for Soup. Look at that.
Bowling for Soup and Pennywise and Simple Plan. I was like, oh man, those are throwbacks that are also Warped Tour
Dude, the Dance Hall
regulars.
Crashers are huge back
they
in
are?
my day. I mean, they were playing every show back then. So, it's amazing to see them back together.
Great. I'm sure as we get closer and closer to that show, we'll have some tickets, right? I would imagine. That's usually what we do. So just stick around. That slow burn will make it worth your while, and you'll get to experience all the feels that Danielle gets to experience now from Rancho Cucamonga on the phone. Good morning, Danielle.
Hi, it's Daniela.
Daniela, I got news for you. You are caller 20. You've got some lift tickets for you to join us this Friday. What is the excuse you have on the ready to skip work that day?
Well, I actually just so happen to be off. I'm off Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays.
Oh, that's a sweet schedule.
Whoa, that's so many days.
Look at that. Look who's working the 4-day work week.
I know, but I work Sundays, so...
Yeah, whatever. Sundays, who cares?
Yeah.
Football season's over.
Exactly.
It's a good time to work. All right. Congratulations. We can't wait to meet you on Friday at Snow Summit. All right, hold on. That's Daniela. She doesn't even need an excuse. She actually has the day off. She may be the only person who's there without having to lie to people, which is kind of cool.
Would you take Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
I think I would do Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
I think so, too.
Yeah, it's
Sounds
pretty sweet
great.
right there. My kids are home on Sunday, so I'll take that. Go to the office. How the hell goes it? We are Klein Alley Show. Live on your radio, 106.7, known as the World Famous KROQ. And, of course, streaming on the YouTube as well. You can enjoy with your eyes. And you can also listen to this podcast available. Jake's trying to get those up as quickly as he can. Sometimes hour by hour, sometimes even podcasts of this show are dropping the exact moment the show is still happening live. I don't know how he does it.
I'm the arbiter of audio.
No one knows how he does it. We got this hour for you. More lift tickets to join us on Friday. Every time he says it, it puts me in like a bad mood. It really does. It makes me angry. And I was in a great mood. I was in such a good mood today. Woke up in a great mood.
Do you think still that Johnny, even after all these conversations, knows what arbiter is?
No. No idea.
I feel like even if we say that for a year, he won't know what
get
that
Johnny
means.
by a microphone. Johnny, do you have any idea what Jake's talking about?
You know what's crazy is I haven't even cared enough to even look up the word. It's like, okay.
Yeah, a lot of times, Postmaster Johnny, who doesn't really have a vast vocabulary, will spend a lot of time Googling what it is we're talking about just to make sure he can chime in on the conversation.
Yes, this is coming from a guy who posted this yesterday. Don't let your circumcision control you. You control your circumstances.
That's the joke. That was supposed to, hit.
That was supposed to hit. That is a
Don't
great.
let your circumcision control your circumstances. It got people's attention and it got them talking.
Okay. This hour, we got your lift tickets coming up. We will celebrate coming to the end of Dry January with a dry Q test. Drunk listeners versus those that decided to remain sober for this month, battling it out. And we also have some goat line calls as we unload goat together. We did. I just want to start this hour, though, with a mystery. A lot of people have been wondering where Blind Charlie has been. Blind Charlie was a blind listener, or is, I guess, or was a blind listener of ours.
Why are you saying was?
Yeah, he got better.
No, he didn't get better. Blind Charlie called the show, and we learned that he used to be a very fat, Mountain Dew-loving, Taco Bell-eating video game player that ballooned up to like 500 pounds, and then
got diabetes.
Got diabetes and lost his eyes. We started meeting him at shows. He would show up to our live broadcast, and he would wear
He
that.
still has his eyes, by the way.
Right, they just don't work. Yeah, that's a good point. He has his eyes, but they don't work. Anyway, long and short of it is,
Do you know that?
he was a loyal supporter of the show. We helped him. He met a woman, went all the way to Alaska, got laid. I mean, we have quite a history with Blind Charlie. And then the guy went kind of cold on us. We haven't heard from him at all. And Vanessa performed a wellness check because Blind Charlie used to be a guy that would leave messages on the GO line
And we're not the only ones. Other listeners will chime in and go, what's going on with Blind Charlie?
Right.
I'm worried about him.
So Vanessa did a wellness check yesterday where she tracked down a number, the last working number we could find, and she recorded it. And this is her wellness check on Blind Charlie.
Hello, Blind Charlie. It's me, Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa. What can I do for you?
Blind Charlie, basically I'm reaching out.
I love
Blind
it.
Charlie.
Why are you laughing at him right at the beginning?
Yeah. It's what a great wellness check out of the
Why
gate.
am I laughing? Because I could not figure out how to record, and I was like, Blind Charlie, it's me. Just wait. Wait, Blind Charlie.
I like the way she says his name. It sounds like a villain in like a James Bond movie.
Blind Charlie, basically I'm reaching out because we're all worried about you because we haven't heard from you, especially Jake. He's worried and wondering where you are, and we were just wondering if you were okay.
Oh, I gave up on Odyssey trying to listen to the show because it's not working anymore.
God damn it, this
What
stupid app.
the F is happening?
Yeah, they brought up the other day that if you go to the Odyssey app and even search for this show, it doesn't even come up. You literally
It's
search.
like the 14th down.
Yeah, you search Klein Alley show.
What kind of operation are we running here?
Well,
that somebody who
profitable
loves
one.
the show
Right.
and has to go through extra effort to even find the show more than other people.
This guy
has now left the app.
Yeah, he got so frustrated with the app that he just gave up. Now, listen, he at least has, an excuse for it being terrible. He's got no eyes. The guy can't see. Regular people that have working eyes are still going, this app is, I can't even figure
Get
it
your
out.
S together, Odyssey. My God.
It's not working anymore. I didn't even know you guys were still on the air. I don't have any other way of listening to you guys. So, I gave up on it. I couldn't.
There's like a daily, 4-hour-a-day daily listener, showed up at events. I mean, a real fan. I believe last year, some listener, I think, picked him up last year and drove him up to the mountain for Ditch Day, I remember, a year ago.
Does he not know that we're on Spotify too, though, by the way?
No.
Well, that's the podcast, though. He wants to listen live.
Well, he doesn't even know we exist anywhere.
Can't figure it out anymore. I can't get the live, and I can't get the podcast. So
his whole Odyssey. Sometimes the Odyssey app, they make you do some sort of an update, or you got to put in a phone number, or God forbid the guy had to click which was a school bus. He's not winning that test. So as a result,
which ones are motorcycles?
Yeah,
I don't even know.
He's like, forget it. I mean, this is like. It's so hard to try to get a listener, build an audience.
Oh, my God.
And we got a guy locked in.
This is infuriating.
And we lose him.
I don't know what's going on with you guys. I figured it was the first of the year and something happened and you guys changed format or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like he's looking for us very hard, by the way, because we're everywhere.
It also seems
aside
like
from the Odyssey app.
He moved on very quickly.
Yeah, he really got over
it. We're done with you.
I guess you guys are done.
No mourning process there.
No, we're definitely still going, too. So you've been missing out on a whole month. Well, you know what? You can, I know you can't see.
He doesn't sound sad about it, by the way.
Yeah, he doesn't sound
He's like,
sad.
yeah, anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's how it is, though. You get into a habit, you like us, you start listening, and then a week goes by, you forgot about us, and move on. Moving on with my life.
Well, you know what? You can, I mean, I know you can't see, you can't watch.
Beautifully said,
Oh, my
Vanessa.
God.
It's true.
I thought you were going to say he can't walk.
This is Vanessa trying to give him a nice motivational pep talk.
You can, I mean, I know you can't see, you can't watch.
You're laughing at him when
Yeah.
you say he
Because
can't
I'm
see.
uncomfortable.
Why are you laughing at this poor man? It's unbelievable.
I know you can't see anything.
I know.
You know that.
I know he won't hear this technically because it's on the Odyssey app and he can't figure it out, but still.
You can, I mean, I know you can't see, you can't watch. But maybe if you go on.
Vanessa, if you talk over it, I got to play it again.
Okay, we get it.
This is where Vanessa laughs at this poor man who can't see.
You can, I mean, I know you can't see, you can't watch, but maybe if you go on YouTube and search KROQ, it's live stream on YouTube, and you can listen that way. But yeah, basically everyone was worried, and well, now I know why. Okay, I'll let them know.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, so just go to YouTube, search KROQ, and then we're live on there at 6 a.m. It's the live stream, so you'll hear us, and in between breaks, you'll hear some mariachi music.
Oh, it's fun.
Okay, good.
Oh, fun.
All right, he likes that.
He's so done with us.
Yeah,
he's not coming back.
Okay, well,
Okie dokie.
okay, well then I hope you listen to us tomorrow. I'll let them know what's happening, and yeah, I was just checking in. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Vanessa. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Bye.
All right, bye.
All right, I take back.
What was that? Were you so nervous that you wanted to sing that Happy New Year?
I sing all the time. I sing words.
Since you can't see, I'll sing to you.
Clearly, it's not about Odyssey. It's about us. So I take back all the mean things we said. He's made a move elsewhere.
Well, a lot of people on the text line are chiming in about their Odyssey use
Okay,
issues.
great. I'm sure it works great. Alley Show. Apparently, all you got to do is search KROQ on the Odyssey app, and that's how you find us. Don't search our names or the name of the show. Just search KROQ, and we pop up. Others are letting us know. I pay for you guys. Pay for Apple Music just to listen to you guys every day. I actually went out and bought a radio. Not as easy to do as you'd think in 2024 when I bought it, but I can listen to you guys every morning. No app needed. So thank you for everyone who's figured out ways to find the show.
510 said you don't search for Klein Alley. You have to search for KROQ on the Odyssey app. And then I use the Odyssey app every morning. It's not rocket science.
Okay. As you know, it's dry January is almost at an end. So if you need a few more days of motivation to get you through, here's some words of wisdom. We'll come right back. More show after this.
And now, some dry January words of motivation from very drunk people.
I don't know. This, honestly, I have no idea. Beat the next bitch on the next drinking episode. So, them, relax your liver, and prepare for battle.
Happy dry January from Klein Alley Show.
Coachella might be one of the most iconic music festivals in the world.
All right, music festival goers, the Coachella lineup is here. Let's talk about Coachella.
This is going to be epic.
The Coachella lineup has just been announced. Headliners are Lady Gaga, Green Day, and Post Malone.
All week on KROQ. Win a pair of 3-day passes to Coachella. April 11th through 13th and 18th through 20th. Empire Polo Club in Dio. Featuring
Hey, this is Billy Joe from Green Day.
Green Day, Post Malone, Lady Gaga, Megan Thee Stallion, Travis Scott, Jimmy Eat World. The Prodigy, The Original Misfits, The Beaches, Reba Doobie, Joe, Basement Jaxx, and tons more. Listen at 9, noon, 3, and 6 to win your way in with 3-day passes to Coachella.
World Famous KROQ on the World Famous KROQ.
KROQ.
O'Clock. We are Klein Alley Show. You're going to see her right there at Coachella when we give those tickets to you 9 o'clock this morning. Again at noon, 3 and 6 all day here on KROQ. We have now entered a team over a week since my car got stolen. And
happy anniversary.
Thank you. No one remembered. If you're looking to get me a gift, I'm looking for a car. So that would be the greatest gift you give someone whose car got stolen. But
Not
also
gonna happen.
the things inside the car. The updates are as follows. I called the police department back to see if there was any sort of update. They put me on hold I was on hold 48 minutes before it just disconnected.
I don't know why you're even calling back. You just seem like a sucker at this point.
Because
last time, didn't they give you the impression that, you're not likely? Yeah.
Yes, they don't like to say we don't care, but they're basically saying we don't care, and it's so low on our list of priorities.
Yeah, because people are making the same phone call, and they're like, my kid's missing.
Yeah, I get it. So they also don't care about that too either, probably, right?
So they're like, they have a lot of people to get back to without updates.
Some advice I received from someone, which I wish I had thought of at the time, is when I first reported the car stolen, I should have said there was a kid in the car. Because then they start to actually care. Then you get all that good Amber Alert stuff.
Well, they ask you what the description is.
And then I can be like, did I say kid? I meant kid's coat in the back seat. Damn. So there's been no update as a result in the rental car. And I'm not one of these people that ever tries to make the rental car feel like home. Like, I know there's certain people, they get into a rental car, they immediately hook their phone up.
I pair my phone. You don't do any of that?
No way. No, it's temporary.
Why? Because you think it's going to remember your phone and then...
For me, I just look at it. I'm not, just like, I don't...
It's too hard for Klein. He can't remember, the directions or whatever.
True.
That's part of it also. But I also am not one of these people that, like, unpacks in a hotel. That you're that person, too. You like to take everything out.
Yes, because I don't like rummaging. I don't like rummaging through a suitcase or
Dude, but connecting your phone is so convenient. It's awesome.
It takes like 5 seconds.
Sometimes it's a phone. That's just a slippery slope. Then you start going, I'm going to set my radio stations. Go ahead and delete KROQ from these presets.
Oh. No, you're stuck on cool jazz.
I'm stuck on Spanish, and I'm loving it.
Sometimes that is cool when you get a station that you're not familiar with, and then you're like, I'm just going to leave it and pretend like I'm someone else.
Look, a lot of the reason people even discovered us, I'm sure someone could call in right now. They got in a rental car randomly, and we've heard people all the time, like, I wouldn't listen to the radio for years. It was in a rental car. It's like the only way we find listeners. They're like, thank effing God there's rental cars. They're like, I got a rental car. Happened to have KROQ on, listen to you guys, and I said, this is a funny show. Now I've got my car back, I still listen. On the other hand, I think I'm going to be bilingual by the end of the week. Because this car is all preset Spanish. I don't know one thing they're saying, but they sound like they're having so much fun.
And they've so
it's
much
always
energy.
a party on those stations.
It's a party. It's a Latin party, like Vanessa was doing.
Yeah.
It really does sound like it. And I don't know most of the words. Every once in a while, they'll say something like, Encino! And I'm like, I know that, Encino. But for the most part, I'm guessing, but I'm like, man, that sounds like a good time. And it makes me think that vibe is such a key element. That's probably what we're lacking most on this show, is we lack vibe.
Well,
we're too real and authentic.
We have vibe, we just don't have good vibe.
That's the problem. We have bad vibe. And that show, I don't know one thing they're saying, but it is borderline annoying because there's a lot of yelling, and there's a lot of noises, and there's a lot of laughing, and I can't keep track of who's saying what. But I do think to myself, man, if I was speaking Spanish right now, this would be probably a great show.
Yeah, and I would imagine that you feel like you want to have as much fun as they're having. So it lifts you up in a way, right? Yeah. In the same way that we drag people down.
Yeah, my wife called me the other day, and I had that on in the background. She's like, where are you right now? I'm like, I'm in the rental.
You're like, I'm in Encino!
I was like, I'm in the rental car. She's like, no, you're not. She's like, it sounds like you're in a crowded bar right now. I'm like, I know. It's a vibe. It's a vibe, babe. It's a vibe.
Yeah.
I'm like, quiet down. I want to listen to this. She's like, is that Spanish? I'm like, that's right. She's like, you don't speak Spanish. I'm like, well, un poquito.
But you do learn the more you listen to that stuff.
Listen, our theory was that Vanessa started working with us, she would start speaking better English. It has only gone the opposite direction.
Right, Vanessa?
She thinks she's having a brain... What did you say the other day? You think you're having a brain bleed?
We are worried about me not remembering things. I'm a little worried.
But also, Vanessa, you claim that the language has gotten worse. Like
you are claiming this. I'm trying not to put that in my brain.
Well, we've had
because it'll go away.
We've had guests that were pitched to the show
more food for the worms.
multiple times, and the first time they were pitched, you said their name mostly right, and now like the fifth time they've been pitched, you're like, you guys want to talk to Sebastian Makabaka Maka Maka Naka Maka Naka again? And we're like, you mean Sebastian Maniscalco? You're like, that's the one.
Yeah. And now you guys speak Vanessa.
I know.
Right.
It is a middle ground. There's like some Spanglish happening, but there's also like this disconnect dyslexia thing happening, and you have to really follow all of it in order to keep up with Vanessa.
Yeah, it's like those maps whenever you see like those mystery shows where they got that little red yarn and they're trying to tie together where people were and who the killer is and this and that. That's like a sentence with Vanessa.
Oh, yeah, we have to beautiful mind every sentence.
Right. So I'm like, she said something about surfing on Friday. I think she's talking about ditch day up in the mountains.
But isn't she having a great time? Because it's a vibe.
Yeah, Vanessa, we need more vibe from you.
All right, vibes.
We'll go with that. We'll go with that.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
Can't wait for someone to hear that in a rental.
That's going to crush.
Yep.
We are Klein Alley Show. This is KROQ. KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. The internet is full of riddles and mysteries, and at least once a week we try to get to the bottom of all of these mysteries. Like, for instance, the one word that has turned from a big turn on to a big turn off if you are currently on the dating apps. This word, maybe a year ago, would result in you getting more swipes. Now it's doing the exact opposite. It's time for Clickbait. Here we go. Clickbait. All right, let's start with this one. Speaking of words, we will give you the answer in a moment. The internet is designed to get you to click around, click on a bunch of things you need, and then a bunch of things you don't need, just to finally get to potentially what it is you're looking for, the one answer. And they're good. The algorithms got me figured out, man. They give me all the articles that they know. They got me locked in. Mm-hmm. Let's get through it with this word. According to the FBI, these two words in any email are a massive red flag for scams. If you see these two words in any email you receive, consider it a massive red flag. They looked at all scams, and there are no shortage of scams out there, and a huge percentage had these two words in the email, usually in the subject line. Be on the lookout. If you see these two words, it's probably a scam. Allie, we'll start with you.
Password update.
Oh, interesting. Password update, you believe. Okay.
You need I just got one this morning. Hey, Instagram, update your password. Click here.
Allie believes if you see password update, it means scam, according to the FBI. Jake the nerd, these two words, according to the FBI, is a big red flag. It's probably a scam.
I'll go with urgent matter.
Urgent.
This is an urgent matter.
DJ Omar Khan, these are the two words, according to the FBI, you should be on the lookout for. What do you think they are?
I think Jake's going about the right direction. I think whenever any email, there's a sense of urgency.
Yep.
I think it lends itself to like, oh my God, I need to act fast, or I need to kind of like get up on it. So I'm going to say that the two words are high priority.
Okay.
Oh.
I would have thought the two words would have been possible scam. Sometimes they say that in the email, you know?
This could be a possible scam.
And that usually for most people would mean they would click past it. I go right to those. I start with those.
What about home warranty?
That's probably scams there.
That's a good one, too.
Jake and Omar are on the right track. Apparently, the words are act fast. Whenever you see act fast, they found that most of the scam emails use the phrasing of act fast, making you believe that if I don't do something immediately, I will miss out on this opportunity or something terrible is going to happen.
That's a big red flag on the phone, too. If you're like I remember when I was trying to remember my Tesla from the Bay Area down here.
Yes, when you were trying to drive it. You called a company to move it down here?
I was going to do that, and then they were like, well, we can pick it up right now, and we won't get off the phone with you until you put down a deposit. And I was like, why is this so rushed?
Yeah.
Like, that was the only red flag. Otherwise, I probably would have fallen for it.
Moving on, it's time for Clickbait. Here we go. If you have an old person in your life and you want them to live longer, you should get them this immediately. This is according to doctors, scientists, and researchers that have found a correlation between an old person having this and living significantly longer.
It's definitely an animal.
All right. Allie says an animal. Want to be more specific or just going to lock in on any animal?
I think any animal, yeah.
Animal
and
will
I've
do.
done it for both of my grandparents, both sets, and it didn't help either of them.
Okay. Probably made it end sooner, right? I got to walk
Yeah,
the
then
stupid
I was
dog
like, now
every
what
day.
about this dog?
Right. You got to take care of that. They end up leaving all the money to the dog. You're like, God damn.
Oh, man.
I was going to get this money in the will. Omar, what is the thing you should give an old person if you care about them living longer?
I'm going to go with a juicer. Remember those Jacqueline Lane commercials of this old guy who was like super buff, doing all kinds of push-ups? Yeah, he's all juiced up. So I think a juicer.
Juicer. Keep him going.
Yep.
Keep him all
Can't wait for Grandma
smelling.
to cut her hand off.
It's my smoothie. Jake?
I'm going to say it's some sort of game to keep the mind sharp.
Old people love playing games like bridge.
Sudoku.
Yeah, all these games. Right. Crosswords.
Them Super Mario.
Words with no friends.
Super Mario. Isn't that funny that that's what we're going to play as old people?
Oh, God, I can't wait to be old playing Super Mario and explain how this was peak video
and
game.
then my grandchildren will be like, how do you play this? I'm like, let me show you.
Yeah. One of you was right. And this time, and I've never said this before, it's Allie. According to the research, old people who walk a dog regularly will live a much longer / healthier life. And it's tough when you give a dog to a non-dog person because I think all they see is obligation and they go,
yeah, but then
annoyance.
they attach themselves so quickly to the dog. And
That's the idea, right?
And they smother the dog. And then usually dogs of old people are the worst behaved dogs.
Because they just feel like they're the owner. They run the pack.
Yeah, and they're like, well, all right already. And the dog's like,
Right. All right, moving on. Let's talk about the word that you should not have in your dating profile or use if you're interacting with someone you meet on the apps. Because this word used to be a positive. It is now switched, apparently, and it is a big turnoff. It's one word, and apparently you should not use it when communicating with someone through the apps because they don't like it anymore. And it's really hard for a word to go from positive to negative within the span of a few years, but that is exactly what has apparently happened to this word, according to dating experts. Allie, what is the word?
I'm a romantic.
Romantic.
Somebody who's a hopeless romantic or just wants to find romance. I think that's out completely.
All right. Jake the nerd?
I don't know if it was ever completely positive, but it was definitely more positive than it is now, and I'm going to go with foodie.
Oh, that's a good guess.
Yeah, that
just means expensive now.
It used to be a flex. Like, oh my God, this person's a foodie too. We both like eating. So cool.
I'll pull that clip.
Oh my God, so cool.
Omar, What is the word?
I'm going to go with something that is a little bit more sexual. I think a lot of people put their sexuality on there, and I think big turnoff is going to be bisexual or bi-curious. Let's go with bi-curious. Because that's bogus.
Hey, Omar's right. Diversity's out.
Yeah, diversity's out.
I want a trad wife, baby.
I thought he was going to get there. I thought we were going to have a clean sweep of correct answers. The word is sexy. Just sexy.
Oh,
man.
Apparently, it used to be like, oh, man, your pictures are sexy or there's something sexy about it.
I didn't realize you meant in communication.
Yeah,
I thought you meant like
it.
putting it on your dating profile.
People don't like that word anymore, and they say, I will never swipe on someone that refers to anything. And I get it. You're not supposed to compliment someone on physically how they look, but what are you going on?
But it's like outdated, like saying you're a looker.
Yeah. Nice gams. You know what I'm saying?
Need a visual? Klein Alley Show is now streaming on YouTube. Watch the dumpster fire live each and every morning on KROQ's YouTube page. Viewer discretion advised. KROQ.
vacation, a break from your job, join us this Friday. Ditch Day. If you want in, call now. 800-520-1067. We got some lift tickets for you and VIP party passes so we can all hang out together. And here are your details. Call now. Caller 20. We'll give you those lift tickets after this.
KROQ.
This Friday, you deserve a day off. And can you tell me, Allie, as a woman?
No.
No. Vanessa, can you tell me as a woman when you like being a handshake presented to you versus a hug presented to you?
Personally, I hate hugs. Like, I do them, but I hate them, so handshake is fine.
That makes me so happy that you hate
But it all
hugs.
depends on who it is, right?
Okay.
Yeah, if it's a family member, if I must.
If you
Oh my
must.
God! Wow.
If you
what
must.
about your mom?
No, I'm getting used to hugging her.
Oh my God. 30-something years?
I'm awkward. No, but I think a handshake is a good thing.
Yesterday.
I hate handshakes.
Yeah, I agree.
really?
I'm with Omar.
I'm a fist bump.
Oh, I hate
Fist bump is
bumps.
kind of douche.
I don't care.
Kinda
dude.
douchey.
I don't want to shake your hand, especially after COVID. I am out on the handshake. And if somebody does come in for a hug, I do a half hug.
Oh my gosh, that's me.
See, I think the hug, even though it feels like it's maybe more intimate in the sense you're kind of grinding bodies against each other, you're not. There's no skin-on-skin contact. You got potentially up to 4 layers of clothing separating you, so really it's not that intimate.
Yeah.
I asked the question because yesterday I picked up my kids on their last day of school. Final day of school, got them.
And you're like, I should probably hug him.
I should hug these children, but it's weird. No, I
did fist bump.
And the teachers give you like their bag of here's all their art and here's all their arts and crafts stuff you're going to throw out probably when you get home, and then you say, hey, just want to say thank you for and then I say thank you for your service, you know. And then there's that moment where, and I noticed other parents, especially the moms that were picking up the kids, are giving the teachers hugs.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
That is strange. Just all overall, she's a teacher. Like I've never seen that happen at all.
I think there's like an emotion sometimes at the end of the year where I mean, look,
or it's the parent being like, "I'm so close with my son's teachers.
Oh God,
we hug."
I give my tip out of the hat and I'm out.
Yeah, I didn't really have like
I don't even handshake in that scenario.
I felt like it was usually it's just a wave and it's like
a
See, Allie, I'm telling you, Klein goes to his kids go to some fancy boy school.
Public, dude, it's not a fancy boy school. First of all, the girls.
No. LAUSD was at a school last year. Now,
last week.
Yesterday. Last week.
LAUSD public school, Omar.
Nah, you're going to some fancy boy school.
And anyone who had kids that are in kindergarten through 5th grade, yesterday was the last day. I talked to a lot of people. There are a million districts.
No.
What are you talking about? You don't even know what you're saying. You're in a different district.
You were talking yesterday about tipping the teacher out like $50. Hoity-toity school.
I said, what is the proper amount if you're going to give the teacher a thanks for the
20 tops, man.
That's what listen, the argument I made was...
you said 50.
Yeah, you said 50.
Your wife was even crazy. Like, what?
Yes.
She said
your wife tipped a furniture person $100 recently.
She didn't know. I told her, what are you doing? I said, that was more than the piece of furniture they brought to the house. She's like, I didn't even know. She goes, I didn't have anything. All she had was $100.
All I have are hundreds.
She was back from Vegas. All she had was a $100 bill. Vegas makes it so you get screwed when you go to Vegas because all they do is give you hundreds. ATM, take out $200 in Vegas. They give you 200s.
Mm-hmm.
They don't give you 20s.
I guess if you pay for a fancy school, you should hug your teachers.
It's a free school.
Totally.
Free school. You're missing the point of the story. Do you hug or handshake if you feel like you need to do more than just wave and say thanks for the year?
I think in your case, you would pull a crisp 20 out of your pocket and you'd put it in their breast pocket and go, good job.
I did like I was trying to get a table at a restaurant.
And you pat it all weird.
I folded it up in my hand and I put it in her hand and I shook it and I squeezed her hand real tight.
Thanks, Miss Miller.
I said, don't spend that all in one place. You deserved it. All right, so the answer is fist bump.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's all I needed. I'll know that for next year. When I go to University of Fancy with my kids.
There you go.
It's the Lincoln Park KROQ on Alley Show. Good morning.
Klein, Alley Show! Mornings on KROQ 106.7 KROQ.
Air hugs are the acceptable. I don't even know what I don't even know what an air hug is.
You just put your arms out like, ooh.
I don't really get it. What do you stand apart and just put you're doing like Creed, arms wide open
in front of each other?
I don't even know. As a teacher, I accept and expect nice gifts at the end of the year. Your kids are probably annoying.
No.
Most Klein's right. Most elementary schools in the Valley ended this week. That's true. Although the last few days, since everyone's given up, they're just these like half days. No one even. What's the point of even going? Mm-hmm. Pickups like 11. Chop them off and turn around the block and go get them again.
I just think there are certain relationships that always remain strictly professional. And parent and teacher is one of those relationships.
310, I'm a teacher. I hate when parents have gone in for the hug.
No, I don't know you. I know your kid.
All I'm thinking is, please don't touch me. I mean, I get it. I felt weird because I did not want to go in for the hug, and I didn't think it was appropriate. But I did see a lot of moms doing the hug, and I wonder if there's a different standard between moms hugging teachers and dads.
Do finger guns.
That's right, dude. Just wanted to be keeping manly.
Thanks for a good year.
Boom. So,
was it a lady teacher?
Yeah, lady teachers.
And
I think you do a honk.
Yeah, you do a ooga.
That's right. I know you're thinking, man, those two look funny. In about an hour, we would get you Coachella tickets, so be ready to win them from us at 9, noon, 3, and 6. Also, next hour, as soon as we actually get after 8 o'clock, we are going to try to get to the bottom of a mystery that has been plaguing scientists and regular humans for at least the last week since we started talking about it. People apparently aren't having sex anymore. There's a big sex drought. It's happening across all ages, especially younger people, and younger men, they found, are really falling off big time. And they were the ones that always prioritized sex over everything else.
Yeah, but then there are like millionaire young guys that are like, hey, in order to be a proper entrepreneur, I didn't have sex for a year and I made $1 million.
Right, or sometimes more than that. 10 years of, you think about that, you go, I wonder if you would do that where you go, I'm not going to spend any time dating, trying to get laid at all, focus all, and then when I become a super successful millionaire, then I'll just make up for lost time. Anyway, Jake hit the streets. We'll find out what people think. Here's just some theories.
Because people are being so picky. And that's the crazy part. Like, you're ugly, but you're skinny.
A lot of theories as to why it's happening. So some street science with Jake the Nerd. We'll get into that at the beginning of next hour. But first, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
So, believe it or not, the Palisades is now officially open for re-entry. So people who have homes can finally go back to them. People who don't can finally take the time to visit, have a moment. Debris cleanup has begun, but there's a lot of argument about where to put the debris because no place is really a good place for debris. And then there's more evidence about the possible cause of the Eaton fire. This video that's going around from a gas station shows possibly the fire starting in the background. You can kind of see an explosion behind the mountains, though it is gas station camera, so it's grainy as hell, and who knows what you're even seeing.
With all the crimes that take place at gas stations, you would think they'd have better cameras.
Jesus, I mean, at least a pixel.
Right. I think it's like half a pixel.
I mean, my God.
This is our big, this is the big smoking gun for this entire fire, and it's like the worst quality camera ever.
The amount of true crime documentaries and shows that I've watched over the years, there is no difference between the grainy footage from the 70s and 80s to now.
I know.
We've not made one advancement.
And cameras have gotten way better and cheaper, but I think the gas station cameras, they're just the same one they put up when they first opened. They're just rolling with it.
I know. And then if they stop working, they do nothing about it. They're just like, well, that one doesn't work now. So allegedly this supports the theory that the fire started because of a power line. Meanwhile, people who are in high-risk fire areas but didn't have their homes burned down feel very afraid. What if it's my turn next? What if there's another big fire? We're still in a high fire season, and it's dry as hell, and as a result, demand for private fire hydrants is way up. And a lot of homeowners going, hey, if I spend $1,300 on a personal fire hydrant, bring it to my house, pay another guy $1,100 to install it, I've got way better protection, and because of the fire hydrant issue in the Palisades, everyone wants to make sure they've got their own private fire hydrant so that the firefighters can access it and save their home if they need to.
I had an idea one time. I was really close to buying a fire hydrant just to reserve a parking spot. It didn't actually hook up to water. But
how would that help you with a parking spot?
Because I had street parking only, and it was impossible to get parking. And my theory was if I bought a fire hydrant and put it down, it would stay open, and then when I could park there.
Oh,
and
then you would move it.
Put it in my trunk.
Oh, that's smart.
I had priced it out and everything. I found a good one. I should have done it.
What, was it around the price I said, $1,300?
No. This was way cheaper.
These are like fake.
This was a shell of a fire hydrant. Yeah, if anyone even
These are like
need
the
that.
fake ones they put in like.
Yeah, if a dog peed on it, I would have tipped over. But
they put them in like WAG hotels.
Yeah, I was excited. Yeah, that's where I found it, actually. It was like a pet supply store. I was like, I'm going to buy this fire hydrant, reserve a parking spot.
This is so great.
It's a great idea. At the time, I was like, I think I'm onto something. It's a great idea. I should have done it.
All right, we've dealt with it before. It's back with a vengeance. It is the egg shortage 2025.
Now at 5:30, the scramble for eggs, and it's not just your grocery store, it's happening all over the country.
Yeah, and so obviously, I know it seems like there are many more important things going on in America right now, but people love to freak out over eggs. And with the bird flu coming back, egg prices are up again around 20%. They say there's no likelihood of the prices coming back down anytime soon. And as a result, just like COVID times and bird flu outbreaks, people are more and more interested in chicken coops. And before you make that decision, here's what life is like for an avid chicken cooper, and you decide if this is the life you want.
Come on, here you go, sweetie.
It's snack time at Tracy Sweet's 1 acre home ranch.
We have about probably 50 chickens out here, and then we have some that are going to go for sale.
Is that Jake the Nerd?
It's Jake the Nerd's.
I don't think that's a chicken
Jake
coop.
the Nerd's mother.
I think that's Jake's shed where he lives. They think it's a chicken coop. They went and did a whole story there.
This chicken lays a lot of eggs. It's just me.
It's me, my house. I have IBS or whatever he has.
Ulcerative colitis.
For sale. She's been raising chickens all her life and started selling eggs 3 years ago. When it comes to egg production, every hen is different.
Depends on the breed. Some will be 3 a week and others can be every day. And then it stops. When they're about 18 months, they slow down.
So if you...
And that's when they become delicious chickens. That's when they become a wrap.
Think about
Caesar
that.
wrap.
Because they said to get a chicken coop already built, it's like thousands of dollars, a nice one, right? But if you're going to build your own, it's still $200 or $300. Then you got to buy the chicks. You got to put them in there, and then they're not going to be laying eggs yet because they're little baby chicks. And
Right.
then when you
It's a
raise them,
process.
eventually they're going to start hopefully raising or laying eggs. But like she said, could be 2 or 3 a week, could be 1 a day. You don't really know. And then at 18 months, they're done.
Yeah, you want to get a good...
I'm going to be eggless.
That
So
guy's
what are
right.
you-
He's right. That guy, we met that guy years ago, and he's probably still eggless. And that was when the first eggs started spiking in price.
Yeah. So it's like, I know a lot of people think, oh, if I just have a chicken coop, all this is going to go away. But this does not seem worth it to me.
Imagine having to tell the family, listen, I'll get that omelet done by Thursday. We just got to wait. You gotta get. We have 2 eggs.
And then they also said you have to check if they're even good, because if you put them in water and they sink to the bottom, that means they're fine. But if they float at all, they're foul, and you have to throw them away.
Well, I will say the last few times I've been to the grocery store and I bought eggs, they do try, at the register, they try to peer pressure me to buy more. I had a guy the other day, he's like, hey, if you want to go get another one of these cartons, you can get 2 per person. And I was like, what? Rationing
Get
eggs?
2 per
I
person.
was like, I'm okay, thank you.
Starbucks might be making a lot of changes right now, but Costco is always pretty consistent. They don't make a lot of changes, especially when it comes to the food court. You know, relying on the consistency, the same food price. It's dependable, respectable, as you stand there waiting for your $1.50 hot dog. But they have announced a change that they're going back to Coca-Cola products. They're going away from Pepsi. For a long time, they had Coke products, and then in 2013, they went Pepsi, and it was a very jarring change for people.
Back to
then
Coke.
you kind of got used to it, and now back to Coca-Cola they go.
I'm so excited. I know Jake's not excited because he's a big Diet Cherry Pepsi guy, as we learned last week, but...
I don't even think they had Diet Cherry Pepsi.
No, they passed on that. Let's get into a brand new hour of the show right now. Perhaps the greatest hour of your life as we inch closer and closer to your Coachella tickets. We got more lift tickets for you this hour, and we'll get you into Creep Icon. Here we go.
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
All right, good morning. Welcome to Tuesday. It is Klein Alley Show. On KROQ, if you need us, phones, text line, the same, 800-520-1067. Hello, Net Bangers. Those of you that are checking out the YouTube for the very first time, Allie has decided to do today's show completely topless. If you don't believe me, you can check out the YouTube right now at Klein Alley Show. No, go to KROQ's YouTube. Excuse me. Go there while you can. No, goddamn, she's really doing it now.
You want
I
it?
was kidding. No, I don't. I really don't.
Which one do you want me to put out first, the B or the C?
Neither one, please. Neither.
There's the C.
Hey, Ken,
There's
go
the
ahead.
B.
You have a correction as Allie is flashing the cameras here at KROQ. What's up?
Yeah, I wanted to call and correct all the false chicken information about the eggs. So the chickens will definitely lay way past 18 months. They'll lay for a couple of years. And then also...
That's
you
only
don't have
6
to
more
buy-
months.
No, it says here 5 to 10 years is when they'll continue to lay eggs.
I'm just listening to that smoker lady. That's what she said.
Yeah, she was a liar. Those were all lies.
I think people are trying to make it sound more difficult than it is because they don't want other people getting in on the chicken game. Trying to make it seem like it's a hard barrier of entry,
How
right?
do you know this? Do you have a chicken coop?
Well said.
I don't know how to talk chicken stuff. Do you make chicken eggs?
I think Allie's trying to ask you if you're a chicken, sir.
Are you a cooper?
I was a cooper. I had chickens for about 10 years, and yeah, you can get chicks if you want, but that's a lot harder. But normally you buy pullets, which is between a chick and a chicken. A full-grown chicken is considered a pullet. You can buy those. They'll start laying in about 2 months, and once you start laying, I had 15 chickens, and I would get a flat every 2 days.
Well, the other thing I was reading is that bird feed, if you get them like good stuff, it's like $60 a bag. Like, that's expensive too.
The bird feed can be a little bit expensive, especially, if you're buying like these name brands. But, bugs are really good for the chickens. So you just let them scratch and pick around the yard and they'll do pretty good.
All right. You got any hookups with eggs still, or are you out of that world now?
I'm out of that world now. I'm in Northridge, so no chickens for me.
All right, fair enough. Well, thank you for the insight. Sorry that
some people got out of the chicken game, though. It's not worth it.
Got out of it at the wrong time. Can't get back in that egg game right now. That's where the money is. Say price is like 200%, 300%.
I don't want to do the work. I want to find someone else doing the work.
Not going down. We got a big hour to get to. We will try to solve the big sex crisis that is affecting America, and we'll do it next right here on KROQ. He goes to a pawn shop near where he lives in Highland Park, and this is where we met Mama, and then we met
Mama,
and then we met Nonya, which we think could be,
Nonya,
and then we also met Krala.
Koala.
I didn't remember being so desperate.
Koala.
Yeah, that was like, I've had enough of Jake.
Yeah,
I need somebody to rescue me.
That's her god.
This is every time he shows up with a box of his stuff, which he thinks are valuable. She wants no part of it, and she just tries to pass it.
I remember what's up with this guy?
Oh, yeah.
What's up with this guy?
Yeah.
This guy is very weird.
The guy's very weird.
It's my favorite.
Look at this.
I didn't remember that one.
She really
Wow.
She hates Jake. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Sex is a great motivator. Sex and food, big motivators. But sex, not so much anymore. Listen to this. Allie reported on this earlier in the week, and we hit the streets to find out if people have the solution or at least have theories as to why this is.
Well, they're saying that the number for especially young people, men, they are not having, like, the age that they're having sex at and losing their virginity is getting higher. Mm-hmm. So people in their 20s and even early 30s are not even having sex for the first time.
I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that people are living home longer now. They're going to move. They don't have their own spot.
Right. Everything just starts later.
Right.
Sexlessness has doubled across all measures for the last 10 years.
That's a terrible stat. Sexlessness has doubled among all different demographics.
And for women, it's risen by 50%. And that the number of people who have not had sex in a year or more has grown. So in a way, Jake is a trendsetter.
Jake, trendsetter.
Thank you.
He hit the streets with a microphone to figure out if anyone has the solution or at least has theories as to why this is. And, of course, he found no shortage of people willing to talk about it. This is Street Science with Jake the Nerd.
Hey, Bar Buddy Bob.
And, of course, he starts with the one guy that he knows gets laid even less than him, his buddy, Bar Buddy Bob, who apparently is a regular.
You don't know Bar Buddy Bob. Maybe he slays.
We talked to him for about 3 minutes one time on the show, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't slay.
Hey, Bar Buddy Bob.
Yo, what is shaking, my man?
So, there's been a new U.S. study saying that people in America are having way less sex than they used to. Why do you think that is?
Well, I'm having the same amount of not having sex that I always was, but I think for other people, maybe because we're all becoming assholes. Assholes don't get laid.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting theory.
I think that is a very good theory.
Yeah.
I think people are just becoming more unlikable, and we're all, in our own world, digital, social media, and when we do have a true connection, it's more and more rare.
Everyone is more agitated and irritated as a result. People are not as free feeling. It's so hard to disconnect now, so maybe you're just not out there just living life. Bar Buddy Bob, not getting laid, but actually makes some good points. Then there's this person.
So there's a new U.S. study saying that Americans are having less sex than ever before. Why do you think that is?
Because people are being so picky, and that's the crazy part. You're ugly, but you're skinny. So that's the crazy thing. It's just you expect us to be a beauty standard, but you're not that beauty standard. So I think that's the crazy part.
People have unrealistic expectations, and then there's so many people that are doing this motivational crap of don't settle, don't settle. I think that's very important. People are out there saying you got to settle. Sometimes you just got to settle.
Yes, settling is great.
Remember we had that whatever that app was where you typed in what you thought you wanted, and it was like a guy who's 6 feet, who makes over $200,000 a year and has a full head of hair, and they're like, there's less than 0.0001% chance you're ever going to find this person.
And a lot of guys, they have expectations of, I want a younger woman, I want a woman who looks like this, and then that standard doesn't change as they get older. So then as women get older, there's less and less likelihood that guys want to date them, which isn't fair. And then you look at guys like Johnny who have very specific expectations, right? Like he's like, I'll only date someone 2 months older than me.
Right. He's got a very small window.
Yeah, and it's like, well, okay, there's not a lot of people that fit into that window.
He's like, she's hot, she's my age, but she was born in February, and my cutoff is January.
Too
I'm
bad.
like, what are you talking about? Anyway, listen to this guy's got more. He cooks.
And we all need to look at ourselves in the mirror and be like, this is what I look like, and I need to expect this when I'm looking for a hookup. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what this guy's saying. We should all be a little bit more real with ourselves.
I'm going to be
sexless.
He's going to be sexless. Good edit right there. That poor man is going to be sexless
I
now.
love that you tried to sound like him.
Sex. I'm going to be poor man is going to be sexless now.
Shout out Klein Alley Show on radio. Yes. On KROQ. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
What's your name?
My name? Yeah. Like my government or like my nickname?
Whatever you want.
See, this is the problem. I think this may be the problem right here.
I'm trying to flirt with you. Help me.
He couldn't even answer the question, what is your name? And I think that is a tough time. People have a hard time even interacting with each other. So you meet in public, you meet in real life, and people are so shocked to even have a communication with another person that I think that even just something as simple as what is your name really tripped this guy up.
Smooth.
The street one?
Smooth from where?
Santa Maria.
Smooth. There's been a new U.S. study saying that people in America are having way less sex than they used to. What do you think that is?
It's all the that they put in everything. It's the, I would say what? Starbucks?
His theory is it's the Starbucks, Sally. That's why.
The MSG, was it?
It's the MSG and the Starbucks.
No, none of that is right.
That is why this guy Smooth is not getting laid. Now, meanwhile, his drunk girlfriend has a theory as well.
I want to say you guys are not ready for it. All I want to say is
he's saying, why do you think that is?
No, what do I think that is? Because at the end of the day, the government's so corrupt that you guys would never understand how far we go to act or to work so hard for us. You know what I mean?
No, I know nothing of what you're saying.
She thinks she's making a great, smart point right now.
They are a great couple.
They're perfect together. They're probably having. I hope they don't never make babies, but
like
still,
someone just gets me.
What
the government
is she
back in the day.
The question is, why are we having less sex than ever before? And this is her answer.
Or to work so hard for us. You know what I mean?
So what's that have to do with people having less sex?
I mean, Lex says, I'd rather take that than not make my money.
What?
She's right, I guess.
Is she saying that she would rather be working and making money than having sex?
I don't know what she's saying.
What's your name?
Ryder.
Ryder, there's been a new U.S. study saying that people in America are having way less sex than usual. Why do you think that is?
I think it's because people are spending too much time online and not getting out in the world, or are too shy to meet people. As someone who is chronically online, but like force myself out of my comfort zone to meet someone, like it's a hard thing, but it's like it's necessary.
There you have it. Just some theories. That's street science right there.
No,
Alice.
she's talking crazy. It's the MSG.
It's the MSG and the Starbucks. Clearly, we know that was the best answer we got. There's a lot of people on the phone that have theories about this as well.
A lot on the text line as well.
We got to take a break. We'll come back. Angela, George, Zasha, hang tight. We'll come back, try to get to the bottom of this. Plus, your Coachella tickets are upcoming. In fact, listen to this.
Coachella might be one of the most iconic music festivals in the world.
All right, music festival goers, the Coachella lineup is here. Let's talk about Coachella.
This is going to be epic.
The Coachella lineup has just been announced. Headliners are Lady Gaga, Green Day, and Post Malone.
All week on KROQ. Win a pair of 3-day passes to Coachella. April 11th through 13th and 18th through 20th. Empire Polo Club in Dio. Featuring.
Hey, this is Billy Joe from Green Day.
Green Day. Post Malone. Lady Gaga. Megan Thee Stallion. Travis Scott. Jimmy Eat World. The Prodigy. The Original Misfits. The Beaches. Reba Doobie. Joe. Basement Jacks. And tons more. Listen at 9, noon, 3, and 6 to win your way in with 3-day passes to Coachella. World Famous KROQ on the World Famous KROQ.
KROQ.
By far, the moment of the show I've been most excited about this morning. Entering the KROQ studios right now, the smartest man who probably works here is the engineer. Fixes all the many problems that we have on a regular basis and lets us know what to do when the emergency broadcast system goes off in the middle of the show.
Hi, Justin.
Justin
Hello.
is here. Hi, Justin. Justin, the engineer. Justin, do you think you're smarter than all of us?
Yeah.
I mean, probably.
And when we ask, we've all asked dumb questions before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which one of us would you say asks the dumbest questions on a regular basis about fixing things or issues we have with our computers and the microphones?
You absolutely.
What's the last stupid thing that Klein did?
Probably having the monitors on the wrong selection. Yeah.
Am I right?
I don't even know what that means, but it sounds like something
Why
stupid.
don't you pay attention when Justin's in there, man? Then you don't have to bug him so much.
There's a lot of buttons here. I don't know what they do. I don't think most people know what they do. I think Justin does know what they do, but he has a way because he's really smart and he understands this stuff. Would you go to school for this or whatnot?
No, I did not.
What did you go to school for?
Radio.
So you went to school for this?
Yeah, I have a broadcasting degree.
So you wanted to be on the radio, like what we're doing every day.
Yeah.
You got the voice for it.
Yeah.
Do you still want to do that?
I would like to, but I started out doing what they're doing in there, Johnny and Vanessa, and in order to actually make money, I leveraged actually knowing how computers work and how to use the console.
See, that's why he's smarter than we are, because we just stayed at the part where we're like, let's just not make money.
But what percentage of your job, Justin, is walking into a room with a bunch of people getting flustered and then you pressing one button and then leaving?
At least 99%.
Yeah. It's just like, let me press
Restarting
one button and go.
is always the answer, right? Yeah, restart.
Yeah, that's the thing that's crazy, because I used to think that, like, you just restart it or punch it a few times, and usually that makes it go away. Well, we've all, what you don't realize is that when you solve a problem, usually you come in, you go, you're going to do that, and then you leave, and then we all do our best impression of you. So right now, we've got...
In a loving way, by the way.
In a loving way. We think you're great, and we absolutely...
We do think you're great. Klein learned your name like 2 weeks ago.
I know.
Well,
and by the way, Justin's a super nice guy. Remember, he loaned Vanessa his personal vehicle for like a week.
Vanessa, when Vanessa ran over that bicyclist, she needed to get her car fixed, and I'll tell you who stepped up. one of Justin's many hobbies is this guy goes to like crazy auto auctions, and he next thing you know he shows up with these vintage cars. I don't know where you're getting.
Yeah, how many Rolls Royces do you have?
I just have one Rolls Royce.
Oh, okay. But how many cars do you have?
I have 9.
Okay.
He's got 9 cars.
God.
So anyway, here you're going to listen to all of our impressions of you, and I'm not going to say who's doing which impression, but you will judge these as to how good you think they are.
All right.
And do you think you sound a certain way, or do you not think that you sound like...
Oh, I know I sound a certain way.
Okay. Here's the first impression that one of us did of you.
Hi, it's Justin. I'm an engineer here at KROQ, and I work on the computers all day. Usually I like to make bagels for everybody, and I like to hang out with Johnny in the office. And sometimes he likes to impersonate me right in front of my face, and I don't like to admit it, but it is kind of funny sometimes.
All right. You think that sounds like you
kind of lost it at the end there.
Sometimes.
How do you...
I've been hearing Johnny do my impression of my voice for like a year now, and that's probably the worst one he's done.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, Johnny does a good impression of you too.
What are you talking about?
Johnny,
That was clean, spot on.
Johnny,
I
when
thought
you,
it was me.
When you do the impression of Justin, like when you're in the hall and you're messing with Allie and I, and you go like, "Everybody out! There's a bomb in the building." We think that that's really Justin saying that because you do a really good impression of him. But that one.
Was that your Eddie Murphy impression? What's going on here?
Or is that just you?
Here's the second impression of you, Justin. Justin, the engineer, is in our building right now. Justin, what do you think of this guy's impression of you?
Hey guys, I made some bagels. If you would like to have one, they're right here. Please eat one, or else I.
What the hell?
Might have to murder you.
Okay, that's a lot of people.
Who did that? What the hell?
I'm not going to say whose impression is whose just yet.
Why does he have an accent?
Hispanic in that one.
I don't know.
I would
That
like
got
to.
weird. You don't think about killing us, do you?
No.
Okay. Oh, see the way he said that.
Not yet.
Yeah. All right. Here's
I will at the end of this.
Now I'm not going to tell you whose impression of you this is, but I think you should take a listen because I think they almost nailed you spot on.
Hello, my name is Justin. I'm the engineer. I'm the one that fixes the audio when it's not working and when I get a frantic call. Sometimes I feel like I'm not appreciated, but I'm starting to learn that it's all in my head. So, if you need me, holla at me.
That one is the best.
Now, I'm not saying which one of us. That could have been any of us, Justin.
Justin, have you ever said holler in your life?
Holla at me.
I'll tell you one
It
thing.
kind of just was like Vanessa's journal entry.
Yeah.
So, if you need me, holla at me.
I don't. Justin, would you
You
rate
said
that?
I go unappreciated.
Was that a good impression of you or no?
What she said, mostly, yeah. The sultriness of it, no.
Here's another one. Take a listen. This could have been any of us. We all do our impressions of you, but you have to pick which one of us does the best one.
Hi, my name is Justin. I gotta check the ISDN settings because I want to make sure that it's going to be sending a mix minus down the line. Because if it's not sending a mix minus down the line, then you're going to get yourselves back to each other. It's going to be really tough to communicate to the person on the other end of the ISDN. So let me just kind of check the board settings here and make sure that you're good to broadcast today.
Well, I did already say that today, so I think that's a winner so far.
That one's in the lead.
That one's a great one, but I also don't think I've ever heard you talk that much.
Yeah, you don't use that many words.
Yeah.
Though. Here's another person's impression
That one
of you.
was very nasally, too.
Very nasally. It's funny. Each impression's getting slightly higher in decibel level. Justin is our engineer. He's in the studio now, hearing all of our impressions of him, and we do these with love. And here's the next one.
Yeah, it's weird. They set up the system in a very strange way, but yeah, you can fire it from your board or I'll go check on the back. Come back. Yeah, if you need me, I'm down the hall. You see, I got a new Porsche. It's a bit war, but I got it.
He's getting a lot of audio wars. And this is the final one. I think you've heard four of
Does
them.
it offend you, Justin, that I'll be
Don't
up
contact HR, dude.
Our bagels and cars?
I mean, that's pretty much all I do, so yeah.
He does get excited when he comes in. He's like, "Man, bagels again. They're getting
I
better.
know.
This batch is
And
a
they
little
get better each time.
Here's final one.
Try restarting it. Yeah, maybe just give it a restart, see if that helps. Trust me, we're not operating on Windows 10 anymore. By the way, if anyone wants to go for a ride, I just got a new back seat. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. I'll be down the hall if you need me. You push any buttons, push them hard.
Okay. We've all done our impressions of you. Justin.
But who's doing which impression?
Which?
Oh, no.
Which impression of you do you think was the most spot on? You get to decide. You are the person.
You are the person who we've been making fun of for the last 5 minutes.
I think Allie with the last one was the best.
Justin, you're so messed up, bro. Like, how are you going to choose hers over mine? Mine literally sounds like just like
I
you,
brought up
dude.
your purse. Oh, shut up and eat a bagel.
Oh, put your bagels back in your biscuits. Dude.
Mix minus.
So you're going with Allie?
I'm going with Allie.
Yeah!
Allie wins! God damn. She did. In case you're wondering, the entire KROQ studio smells like egg right now.
And
Smells
you're
like
welcome.
egg. Thank you. It's
Poached
KROQ.
eggs.
We are Klein Alley Show. Allie is once again proving that she is the egg queen. That's why we turned her nursing room into an egg room so she could eat her eggs alone in a room.
Egg queen.
But she has brought all of her stanky eggs now into the KROQ studios.
Poached eggs that I microwave.
In fact, this is my theory as to why people are having less sex, Allie, because they have to be in the same state as you. And that is probably part of the problem. It's the constant smell of egg.
You're just unhappy. I'm the one having an amazing breakfast right now. Thank you, ChatGPT.
Let's say hi to George. We started this conversation. Didn't realize so many of you would have opinions. Jake went into the streets to try to get some street science, figure out if people would have solutions to, or at least theories as to why. Apparently, we are a sexless nation at this point.
Yeah, it's the
real problem.
631 said, I feel like people are having less sex because you're just not in the mood, always stressed out about situations that we have to deal with nowadays. And also, political standpoints. Sometimes you feel like a person is not on your level and you might be too dumb to figure it out.
Nicole on KROQ. Hi.
Hi. How you doing?
You sound thrilled. Why do you think people are getting laid less now than ever before?
Because people are stressed out about like everything going on in the world, and like you have to work a lot. You don't really have a lot of free time. So when you do, you want to hang out with people that are like-minded.
I agree that there is something weird about it used to be a real separation from this is my work day and then this is my time. And it feels like that separation does not exist anymore for so many reasons.
Well, I think she also makes a point about, like, you know, if there are people who think differently than you feel like you can't talk to that person, be friends with that person, be romantic with that person. But, like, my in-laws, one of them is very right and one of them is very left, and they're perfectly happy marriage.
Oh, you don't know how often they're banging, though.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That's why they're happy.
I don't want to think about that.
Sasha on KROQ. Good morning.
Hello.
What's your theory?
My theory is a combo. First, we have free porn everywhere. So why get accused of rape by getting a girl drunk when you could just go home, deal with yourself, and not get accused of anything? So I think it's a combo of those two things together.
That's interesting. So you think because men don't want to have problematic relationships with women, they choose to have virtual ones?
Oh, there was, I would imagine, millions of consensual relationships that have happened over the years where both parties were on the up and up. And I mean, I don't think necessarily it's going to go that I could understand why people would maybe be freaked out that could happen or would happen to them. But regardless of all of you could always find porn. There was always, with a will, there's a way or whatever. There was always a way to find it.
But you had to go to the woods.
Sometimes you had to go to your uncle's shed. Yeah, that's true. But
you just have it on your phone. Your phone's on you all the time.
Yeah, but is that enough to, I guess all these things, if they all play a 0.01% reason, you add them all together, you got a real reason why now, as Ali pointed out a moment ago, numbers are double-digit declining in all demos for the amount of times, frequency people are having sex going way down.
626 thinks that it's all the medication that we're on.
Oh, that's interesting. We are on a lot of medication.
And it's decreasing our sex drive.
Antidepressants, fat stuff, whatever, Ozempic.
What they don't realize is we take more pills to counteract the other pills.
Kevin, why do you believe we are having less sex than ever before?
Kevin, I've listened to you guys. You guys are best. This is the truth. It is all about, I'm 50, I'm older. It's so easy now. You know, back in my day, you had to fight for a little. Now it's like fish in a barrel. I have it all the time with a beautiful woman. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know what they're saying. Oh, they're stressed about the world.
But
Come
what are you
on.
married? Oh, you're
Really?
married. Hold on. Are you married though?
Oh, no. I'm a widower. I lost my wife 3 years ago. I met a new woman that's amazing. We had sex literally more than I had sex the last 15 years of life.
I feel like that widow
It
story
is
is a good
amazing.
story. Got to go with that one.
Oh,
You're a
yeah,
widow?
It is. I love it. I
love it.
I was hoping.
Did your wife die from murder?
I was hoping you wouldn't be that.
Glad she's dead.
I was hoping you wouldn't be that excited about it. Jesus Christ, George, you got a theory?
Yes.
What's up?
That's just the way he feels. We don't know what his form of sex is. The real truth is this. These are facts. There's something called PFAS. It's forever chemicals.
Oh, yeah.
It's making all the men impotent, and it's making them homosexual, and the women, it's messing up their child.
Now, hold on. Let this guy cook, Allie. He's making a good point.
It's because it's
Listen,
pronounced
companies like
PFAS.
DuPont,
Wait, hold on. I want to hear you. I want to hear every point you're making because they're good points.
About how the chemicals make us gay.
We
Go
are
ahead.
taking in too many chemicals now, and that is making everyone gay. Is that the theory?
male fish are laying eggs in the lakes. Okay,
all right, go
and
ahead.
not only that, they're dumping it in the lakes and the oceans, and it's affecting the whole world.
All right. Well, did not get that theory from the bars. That's a good theory, though. I'm with you on that one.
Didn't the wildfires start because of the gays, too?
I believe that's what we did hear that on the
Yeah,
news.
but that's not
as
less sex, though, right?
Yeah, we're taking a bit of a tangent here.
I
But
mean,
it is
I'm
interesting.
here for all the theories.
Someone making the point that if you're a parent now, there are so many obligations with kids that you didn't used to have. Like, I think about my parents growing up, and not that they were probably having a lot of sex, but they would just throw me in the neighborhood, and I feel like a week or so, I was like a cat almost. Like, I could just
I was
come
just
home
talking
or not
about that
come
with
home.
my cousin because we were just by ourselves all the time.
Yeah, and as a result,
I don't have a lot of memories with my parents. I have memories with my friends and my cousins and stuff.
So I feel like parents used to have a lot more time to like bang and stuff. Now it's like they're constantly getting spread so thin.
Yeah, and
Not
like my
spread in a
mom's
good
mom,
way.
they would just like go play cards at some other person's house and just leave all the kids by themselves. 626 thinks that we're having less sex because we're going out on dates is more expensive than ever. And guys are weird on those dates.
Guys are weird. That's a good point. But guys have always been weird. I mean, you go back to any generation, you'll find someone that said guys are weird. Anyway, interesting. Didn't solve this problem today. But I also think there's too many streaming options now. You can be
yes.
so easily entertained with
That's
so many
true.
other things.
661 said Ozempic made my sex drive go up. So we all need to be on
Whoa.
Ozempic.
All right, there's the answer to all things in life. This is KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. Good morning. Klein Alley Show. Wow, continuing. All of these theories continuing to pour through. Greatly appreciate the interaction on today's show.
Another theory is that we're worse at sex.
Yeah, I saw that
We're
one
getting
as well.
bad at it.
Destiny, we give you the final word on this, and we have to move on because Allie wants to tackle a problem that's affecting her and 10% of the population. What's up? Destiny. Hi, you're up. Your final word.
Oh, final words. Basically, sex toys have gotten so much easier to buy, cheaper, better, and you don't even have to deal with someone if you buy it online.
Oh, that's interesting. The availability of sex toys, which used to be a whole thing. We had to go into a store and have some people judge you, and now you just go to Amazon, click, boom, thing shows up, never have to leave your bed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine for ladies, that's a huge advantage over the past few years.
I think what all
Johnny
of
was
this...
telling me the other day, he was over at my house, he goes, I don't even know why you brought it up. He's like, bro, everyone's got dildos these days. Everyone.
Were your kids in the room?
Yeah, they were in the room. I said, why are you bringing this up, Johnny? Well, why did you bring that up, Johnny? That was so weird. You mentioned that to me in my house.
Well, that's facts. It's kind of like every
No,
girl.
but why did that even come up? Like, we weren't talking about that at all. You're just like, yo, bro, everyone's got dildos. Everyone.
Yeah, you're kind of right. I don't remember actually why I brought it up. But it is a very...
It was so weird.
Okay.
But it is very true, though. Like, literally, everybody's got, like, at least every girl I know has got, like, some sort of, like, sexual toy of some kind. And I'm like, whoa, a lot's changed over the past 5 years.
I mean, dude's got it, too.
Dude's got it, too. Destiny's got a point. Dude's
I've never
got
met
him.
a dude with a mater baiter before.
Show me dildo. There you go.
He
Thank
loves
you.
him.
That guy. All right, Destiny, thanks for the call. Appreciate it. That's another theory as well.
You know,
so many
I
theories.
would argue that my wife and I are extremely sexually compatible because she is right-handed and I am left-handed.
Oh, this is where you are. You got
which
so
segues perfectly into my next cause.
you got so caught up in this whole handism thing. You want so badly to be a victim. It's really sad.
Look, I think that more people in the left-handed community are speaking out, and I just want to give them an opportunity to share times that they were discriminated against because of what handedness they have.
Allie brought up yesterday this concept of handism, and apparently more and more people now are complaining that handism is real, and if you are a weird lefty, you are...
Dirty lefty.
If you're one of them dirty lefties, the L word, as we like to say, you are... discriminated against by society. When I don't think that's the case at all. I feel like, if anything, it's like a superpower. I feel like people credit lefties for, they're like, oh, you know, whenever like a guy's batting lefty at baseball, they make a big deal about it.
Yeah, in sports, somehow it turns into a positive. Like, isn't Shohei Ohtani a left-handed pitcher?
I think he's both or something. He like bats one way and pitches one way or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, what a weirdo.
No, I think there's...
We're very anti-ambidextrous.
Yeah,
in the
I
left-handed
was always
community.
jealous growing up, to be honest, of the left-handed kid. I feel like they got treated better.
But I think I think that right-handed people have a little tinge of jealousy for left-handed people because we're special. And
you're
people,
special, all right.
Okay, well, some people say that we're smarter. Some people say that we're going to die sooner. But somebody on Instagram reached out to me right after I posted the video and said, finally, my lead-stained hand has a voice. And that's the other thing is notebooks, they're all wrong. I always got to sit at one end of the table because my arm's going to bump into somebody right-handed person's elbow, and it's not fair.
I remember when my daughter went in for like a physical and she was 2. The doctor was like, I have to tell you something. And I was like, what? They're like, I think she may be a lefty. And I was like, God, not in my house.
Did you tie her right?
Yeah.
Or her left hand behind her back?
Yeah, she's like, I can see she's favoring her left hand. And then luckily she grew out of it. Oh, thank God. That would have been terrible. But I was like, she's like, do you have a family history of left-handedness? I'm like, I don't think so.
Dude, it's
How would I
funny
know?
because the opposite is happening in my house where I'm left-handed, the donor is left-handed, and he seems like my kid is turning out to be right-handed. I'm like, you're right with your left hand, you're special.
Hold on. A lot of people on the phone claim that they've experienced whatever you want to call this, Allie. What are we calling it? Leftism?
Handism.
Handism. Irvin, you're a victim of handism?
Yeah, I'm a left-handed person, and Allie's completely wrong.
About what thing?
I've never been mistreated.
You've never been mistreated?
Never, dude. She's completely wrong. I don't know where she's getting her ideas from, but she's a right-handed person. She tried to make herself a left-handed person.
That's not true.
Oh, stolen valor.
I'm not a right-handed person forking myself to be left.
Are you faux lefty, Allie?
No, I'm a real lefty.
You know,
I'm left with everything.
Sometimes you meet people and they wear glasses and then there's no lens in them. They're just wearing them for fashion's sake. And you're like, what? You're like one of those people.
I will try and write right-handed for you right now. I'm not good at it, I promise.
Hold on. Jim, you've experienced handism?
Yeah, there's studies that have come out that said
on average, left-handed people live 7 years less than right-handed people.
70 years less?
That's
That's
much
all
less.
of the years.
Jesus Christ. Allie's
Life
already reached her...
expectancy's like 77,
No, 7.
isn't
He
it?
said 7 years less.
Oh.
But once again, I don't think there's any correlation there at all between...
No, there have been studies done that have shown this.
Hold on, Allie. We got someone on the phone that says they experience handism on a regular basis. Kai?
Yep.
Go ahead. What's up? Allie's trying to get more people to rally behind her cause.
I agree. So when I was little, I was left-handed, and my whole family said that's not allowed. So they did the right hand. They tied my hand behind my back,
Right.
and now I am mostly right-handed.
That happened to my grandmother.
Great, you learned. Learned the hard way, but you learned.
They would slap
It's
him.
not right. It's not right.
Okay. Omar, aren't you left-handed?
I'm one of those weirdos that I write with my left, but everything else I do with my right.
Okay.
So I don't know what the deal is with me.
And have you experienced handism?
You're like hand curious, Omar.
No, there was one time, though, I do remember for some weird reason, I think it was in middle school, that one of my schoolmates says, "Oh, you must think you're smart, don't you?" And I was like, what? Just because I was left-handed?
You must think you're
she's
smart.
Like, I was like, what? Yeah.
Hey, Kai, hold on. I want to talk to Kai. Hello, Kai?
Yep.
You're trans as well, is that true?
No.
Why does it say here trans?
I believe it was because I am not left-handed anymore.
Oh.
Transition into being right.
Whoa, you
I meant to put
transitioned.
transition. She transitioned from right hand to left hand.
I'm
Johnny.
a lesbian, though, so...
There you go, Kai. Thank you.
I was going to ask what was harder, what she took more heat for. And, of course, Johnny's giving me bad information. You're trans.
Transitional.
You got it. Thanks, Johnny. Set us up for
I'm
success.
trans right.
Hey,
I used to be left.
Lewis.
Yes.
You are a victim of handism.
Yes. Growing up in elementary, there was very limited supplies of left-handed scissors. So anytime I have to do a project in elementary, I would just have to use whatever right-handed scissors they had available because they only had 2 scissors that were left-handed, and there's like 3.
I remember growing up very vividly. There was like one pair of left-handed scissors that got shared among all of the classes.
Yeah, and they were janky as hell.
They were all rusty, full of tetanus and rust.
Yeah, but nobody wanted to spend money on more left-handed scissors.
Yeah, because the school budget, when you're making cuts, that's the first thing that's going out.
Yeah, exactly.
Special stuff for the left. Daryl on KROQ. Hi.
Hey, sweet dibs, guys.
Sweet dibs. What's going on?
Well, yeah, as a little kid, my parents were trying to teach me how to write, and of course, right away they go for the right hand, and it's just everything was scribbles and just poor writing, and then eventually, I put my pencil on my left hand, and voila, I was writing perfectly, and obviously my mom was kind of shocked because she would tell my dad, "Oh man, he's gonna die young." Because
yeah, that's one of those weird myths. I mean,
626 said I'm Mexican, and they used to beat you if you wrote with your left hand to encourage writing with your right because being a lefty is devil related.
That's how the piñata was started. That's how they started that whole thing.
818 said that in high school, a girl refused to sit next to me because I was left-handed, but we hooked up after, and I converted her into being left-handed. That can't be real.
I wonder if people have to come out to their friends and family. If this is that big of a deal. I don't even think I would notice. I would have if my wife could be left-handed right now, I wouldn't even know.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
I feel like that's something people notice.
No.
310, why are you crybaby bitches complaining about scissor usage in elementary school? Get over it.
No, that clearly affected that guy.
It does. When you feel different, sometimes it doesn't feel good, especially when you're in elementary school. Kids don't know how to handle different.
Hey, Amanda, what's up?
Oh, hey, so I don't call it handism. I call it being a leftist. The reason why we died 7 years earlier is because everything in the world is a strain on our body. From the mouses we use to just even scissors, even the way you text, even down to the keyboard. Everything is meant for a right-handed.
It's so true.
Enough.
The whole world is a right world.
Good. That means the world's 90% right. Those are good odds. I'll take that.
Somebody said that they were told that left-handed people can't drive right.
That's true. Making that right turn is almost impossible. Got to keep going in circles.
Both of your hands for this.
We got to take a break. Do you feel any better since you brought this up? Do you feel like you got some sort of vindication or validation?
I feel heard.
Okay, well.
I'm actually transitioning to a right-handed person.
As you should. Quick break, back with more show and your Lyft tickets and Coachella tickets next.
You're listening to Klein Alley Show. This program is not being monitored for quality assurance.
KROQ.
KROQ.
This Friday, you deserve a day off. Brand new music right there on KROQ from a little band called Nirvana. We are Klein Alley Show. We'll get to your news in a moment, your Coachella tickets. But right now, let's invite someone else to join us for some Ditch Day. Hey, Brandon.
What's up?
Porter Ranch. Sweet divots to you. Friday, whatever your plans are, responsibilities, cancel them all. We'll see you on top of the mountain, all right?
All right. Thank you.
You got a couple of lift tickets coming your way and some VIP party passes so we can all hang out together. Reminder, Ditch Day is open to the general public. If you cannot win your way in, you can still show up. We'll be at Tommy's Bar located at Snow Summit, 1 until 3 p.m. on Friday. We'd love you to join us. We'll bring a bunch of tickets to give away, like Tom Morello, Papa Roach, Cruel World, Foster the People, Rise Against, and more. Just show up. Also, I think we've got Klein Alley Show. Do we have shirts this time, Vanessa? Or
Yes, we have shirts.
We have shirts.
Klein Alley shirts. Woo woo.
If anyone who shows up without a shirt on, you must show up without a shirt on. We will give you a shirt immediately.
Cool.
So that will lead to a lot of frostbite, but that's what it's all about. Let's get to your news now, and then about 5 minutes from now, your Coachella tickets. Here we go.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
The Super Bowl is next Sunday, and since no one cares about the game itself, let's focus instead on enjoying the commercials, I guess. Some of the Super Bowl commercials have already been released, or there's at least some information about which celebrities you will see promoting which brands. There's a new one with Catherine O'Hara and Willem Dafoe challenging young people to pickleball matches in exchange for free Michelob Ultras. Then there's a Haley Steinfeld ad with Wanda Sykes talking about her boobs and how they need more attention.
Let's give breasts the attention they deserve most.
Boobs still very much in. This is a commercial actually for breast cancer screenings. And then, Klein, your friend Shabuzi
Oh, yeah.
is in a commercial for Nerds the Candy.
Come on, sell out.
There's a party downtown near Fish. Yeah. Everybody at the bar getting tips.
Hey, Cabana Klein in the background. I love that Shabuzi.
You'll be excited about the commercial.
Better believe it.
Shania Twain is the voice behind the first ever Super Bowl commercial for Coffee Mate, the creamer.
Oh, man, even the commercials have gone country, huh? It's all country. It's unbelievable.
Uber Eats always gets a lot of celebrities for their ads. They've got Charlie XCX and Martha Stewart and Matthew McConaughey.
Hey, Uber Eats, here's a deal. Let's make a deal. I use you a lot. Let's cut it with all the celebrities, and why don't you cut some of the fees down on every order? Yeah, I'm paying double to use you, and I'm lazy.
I feel like the fees would just cover paying these actors.
Yeah, just cut the fees and, a little less Carrot Top in your commercials or whatever.
Hellman's Mayonnaise is going to do a When Harry Met Sally reunion with Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal.
Great.
Post Malone is going to be in a Bud Light commercial, which again, we go country.
Oh, Shane Gillis, I already
also,
saw that one. It's already out.
A lot of these are, that's Post Malone.
Is that that's
Yo, you're picking the phone.
Yeah.
Hello? What's that?
Is that Shane Gillis?
I think that may be Jake's comedy show. I thought that was when Jake tried to bring back What's Up.
And then Doja Cat is in a Taco Bell commercial, which I knew already because I auditioned and didn't get the role for that commercial.
Okay.
All right, comedian Bill Burr says that he's...
Wait, hold on. You auditioned for a Taco Bell commercial, the role went to Doja Cat instead of
No.
you?
No. I auditioned for a Super Bowl commercial for the VO, and I knew, and it revealed that Doja Cat was in the commercial.
Oh.
But it was all very
Do you
confidential,
just want to go
but
with
now it's not
Doja
anymore.
Cat or a woman whose cat just died? Which one do you want to go with?
Doja Cat or Dying Cat?
Right. Was that your audition, Allie? Can't believe they went with Doja Cat.
I did a few different varieties, but yeah. That was it.
You guys want to go with a struggling cat or Doja Cat?
What if she's doing the exact same thing in the commercial?
I'd love to see the boardroom.
Instead of what's that? It's
If you don't know why Allie made those noises, she was doing impressions of her cat, and then her cat died the next day or something like that.
No, the same day.
Oh, the same day.
She was in a lot of pain.
Right, very
It's actually
funny.
not yeah. All right, comedian Bill Burr says that he's still pissed off at Howie Mandel
Oh, Omar's mad at Howie Mandel.
for guest bombing him on his podcast. Yeah, I guess Bill Burr joins the ranks of DJ Omar Khan. Why are you're mad that he stole your table at Blue Bayou?
The Blue Bayou, yeah. We're up next, and then Hollywood celebrity Howie Mandel steps up, and they give him my table, jackass.
Omar, how many years ago did this happen?
Oh, probably 20.
Okay, Omar's
still pissed off,
Omar's
man.
held a grudge against Howie Mandel for 2 decades because his table was stolen from him at Disneyland.
Goddamn right.
All right, I get it. And now, why is Bill Burr mad at Howie Mandel?
Well, because last week he went on the Howie Mandel podcast and he basically got guest bombed, and they revealed that Billy Corgan was joining the show. And there's been this long-standing rumors that they're brothers, and Bill Burr doesn't really want to talk about it because his dad was an a-hole who was cheating and had a second family. So that's possibly why Billy Corgan exists, or vice versa.
I didn't think
both
there was
of them.
any reality to this rumor. I thought this was just complete nonsense because they kind of look like each other.
I think it actually, they do really look like each other though when they're sitting next to each other. But this is what happened.
My stepmother said to me.
This is Billy Corgan.
My stepmother said to me, "Do you know who Bill Burr is? Bill Burr might be one of the children that your father sired in his days on being a traveling musician."
If you do the math,
he was a piece of
with you.
And he had two kids this close together, and he named them the same name. He thinks it's different because he's Billy and I'm Bill. Like, that's how he told the difference. All right, whatever. I mean, I like your music.
Appreciate that.
Okay, great.
He told me you were cool
You're
with
a
me.
Cubs fan? That tracks.
Okay.
Wrigleyville. Bunch of Are we going to go play catch? We're both in our 50s.
So, I mean, he was in the moment. He was like, "You are an a-hole for doing this. Like, I've told you, like, we're friends, and I've told you this is something I don't want to talk about and don't want to bring up, and now you're just doing this for ratings for yourself, and this isn't why I came on the show." And he's like, "I still love you, but this was really effed up."
Vanessa, book Billy Corgan and Bill Burr on our show tomorrow. Clearly, this is ratings gold here. We got to get them both in here. They can have round 2 in here. And Billy Corgan has been in here before. He's shared with us a lot of interesting stories that always get a lot of attention.
Absolutely. And then finally, Groundhog Day is coming up, and PETA has another suggestion this year for how to replace Punxsutawney Phil.
So stupid.
And this is their idea this year. They want to do a weather reveal cake. So they're going to take one of the other most annoying things that humans do.
Gender reveal.
And they're going to make it.
How dare you?
I know. So they want it to be like a cake that then you cut into it, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah. It's a boy.
It's going to be a longer winter. Yeah, like, what do you even, how does that even work? The whole point is that Punxsutawney Phil's the only one who knows, and it's just like on the day of, you see the shadow or you don't. Somebody has to bake that cake and decide the future.
Well, just in honor of their stupid idea, I'm going to kick a groundhog today. I wasn't going to do that already. Hey, you want to go see Coachella?
I'm going to eat one.
We want to go to Coachella. Call now, 800-520-1067. Your Coachella tickets next.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Viva Klein Alley Show. Thank you. Viva Klein Alley Show. Good morning, and how the hell goes it? Just after 9 o'clock. Let's go ahead and get you Coachella tickets so you can go to the desert, enjoy some Green Day, and feels like thousands of other bands. So much font. I can't possibly read it all.
Rocking my Coachella merch from last year.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Ellie's getting her money's worth on that No Doubt hoodie.
Good quality. Very thick.
There's a tip if you've never been to Coachella before. It will get damn cold at night, and you will be forced to buy a very expensive merch hoodie if you don't come ready. Now, some people know that. They know going in, I'm going to buy the merch anyway. Might as well buy the merch when I'm shivering.
Yeah, but, carrying around a sweatshirt all day is annoying.
Incredibly.
And I'm usually pretty cheap, but it's a good thing to just have it. You'll have it for a long time.
So here's what we got for you. We're going to give away these Coachella tickets in a moment as we pick up caller 20. You'll have a chance to win with us now. Then again at noon, 3 and 6, all day and all week here at KROQ. And then we got lift tickets for you again this hour, so you can join us on Friday as we head over to Snow Summit for some Ditch Day. And an old people secret if you'd like to live forever. We have a 110-year-old who joins us this hour. 110 is real deal. That's not someone who's just barely making it into the old people secrets 101. This is a 110-year-old that's going to help you live forever.
This means they've probably had 10 years of news crews in their faces.
Every year.
Asking them what their secret is.
So we got that to get to. First, let's say hi, though, to our lucky winner whose day in life is about to get instantly better as we head to Culver City and say hi to Johnny. Hello, Johnny.
Yo, Klein and Eileen, rise and shine, fam. How we doing?
Not as good as you. You are caller 20.
Yo, let's go, baby. Yes, thank you.
Going to the desert for some Coachella. Hang tight. Thank you for starting your day with us here on KROQ. Great.
This guy
Appreciate
definitely sounds like he's going to be shirtless and arrested.
Oh, yes. We can give him, we don't have to give him 3-day Coachella tickets. We could just give him 1 day, 12 minutes, and he'll be
Exactly.
carried out on a stretcher. Regardless, enjoy, Johnny. Thanks for the
Have
love.
fun.
Thanks for the support. Maybe you haven't heard this. Maybe you have. It's a little song we put together as these fires were continuing to burn all over Southern California, and a song from Green Day that was released many years ago hit a little bit different. And now that today is the day that all of the people that lived in the Palisades are finally able to go back to their homes, we thought it was good to get this on again. Thank you, Green Day, for not only allowing us to use this song, but supporting it as well. I saw Trey Cool regramming it. And, of course, Jimmy Kimmel, former KROQ employee, for helping us to get into the vibe of this song. Get through the emotions, and hopefully you leave this thing feeling optimistic about the future of Southern California.
Very scary.
These are the Angels.
Once again, that is Green Day. It's called Last Night on Earth, and we tried to do what we could do to make it fitting for what we are all still going through here in Southern California. We are Klein Alley Show on KROQ. Good morning. Hello.
Are you talking to me?
Oh, boy.
Oh, my gosh. Hello, who's this?
This is Secondhand Cindy.
Hi, Secondhand Cindy.
Secondhand Cindy.
Secondhand Cindy, some people may be giving up smoking this year. What do you say to those people?
Oh, no.
That's good advice right there. All right. If you're,
Have you ever quit smoking or attempted to, Cindy?
I have. I did buy a vape at one time, and I quit actually, I bought 2 packs for 1 week. Usually I smoke a pack a day.
Oh,
Right.
wow. That's pretty good cutting back.
So when you decided to quit, you went to 2 packs a week and a vape.
Well, yeah, because you got to cut back when you've been smoking for 50 years.
Right. But I'm saying the concept of going cold turkey, that's not for you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how people do that, really, with nothing. My mom did it. Boom, 63 years smoking, stopped on a dime.
Was that because she died? Or
Her heart also stopped on a dime.
Everything. Kidneys, all of it.
No, actually, I bought her 15 years. She passed 15 years later.
Oh.
So I don't know if it works that way. If you stop, it buys you that time. But
Sure, the Surgeon General says that.
When you've smoked as long as Cindy, I think if you stop, you get like withdrawal, to the point where it could be dangerous.
Well, you would get irritable. People wouldn't want to be around you, stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you stop cold turkey drinking, yeah, you could die.
Yeah.
That's why I don't.
Jake was busy talking to people at bars trying to give advice to those that are participating in Sober January. We'll get to this later in the show, but just to give you an idea, if you thought Cindy's pep talk about quitting smoking was good, listen to this one.
Some people are doing dry January. Do you have any words of encouragement?
No.
That's a good pep talk right there as well.
I know.
Yeah, we're not necessarily the right motivational
He's
show.
not a quitter either.
Yeah, that guy's like you, Cindy. He's sticking with his plan.
Yeah, when you pick up a habit, you stick with it.
That's right. I had all this set up to send out all these gifts, and I had it all put together. But unfortunately, I hit some obstacles. One of them was a street.
Child.
And it was canyon.
What?
I fell right down.
A little girl riding her bike. She's not with us anymore.
I call her obstacle.
Yeah, just a few. My truck got hit. I mean, it was quite exciting.
All right, yeah, thank you.
Cindy, maybe just don't get shot in 2025. That's a great goal for you.
Yeah. She's been shot how many times? How many times have you been? You're like 50 Cent. How many times have you been shot?
Well, I've been shot once. Hit by semis twice. 14 DUIs. And let's see. Oh, I fell off a cliff in San Diego, 100 foot.
Wow. You were Steve-O before Steve-O was Steve-O.
Yeah, totally.
Sure is.
We love you, Cindy.
I want nothing more than for you to be with us for many years to come.
I hope so. You guys make me so happy.
Okay. She's the best.
you.
Over on Earth with her, January.
Jake wants some more spaghetti, by the way.
Yeah, this is spaghetti.
You got it.
Okay, great. Jake is still eating the trough of spaghetti she dropped off here at KROQ.
Coachella might be one of the most iconic music festivals in the world.
All right, music festival goers, the Coachella lineup is here. Let's talk about Coachella.
This is going to be epic.
The Coachella lineup has just been announced. Headliners are Lady Gaga, Green Day, and Post Malone.
All week on KROQ. Win a pair of 3-day passes to Coachella.
April 11th through 13th and 18th through 20th. Empire Polo Club in Dio. Featuring.
Hey, this is Billy Joe from Green Day.
Green Day, Post Malone, Lady Gaga, Megan Thee Stallion, Travis Scott, Jimmy Eat World. The Prodigy, The Original Misfits, The Beaches, Biba Doobie, Joe, Basement Jaxx, and tons more. Listen at 9, noon, 3, and 6 to win your way in with 3-day passes to Coachella.
World Famous KROQ on the World Famous KROQ.
KROQ. Need inspiration? Shop Ralph's for thousands of
Solar eclipse.
explaining to somebody that a guy I work with is driving 40 hours round trip so that he can be in the path of totality and see the eclipse, potentially, depending on weather.
And people are still jealous of Jake.
Not this person. Most people's reaction is why. That is the big question I get. Almost like when his girlfriend earlier said, what? It's the same sort of thing. And I guess there are eclipse people and there are people that just don't care.
Yeah, I mean, Nicole Alvarez went up to Jake and was like, are you seriously going? I'm so jealous. That's so cool that you're doing that.
Yeah, because she's a big fan of like that whole, Mercury in retrograde and, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I'm
celestial events.
Right, whatever it
Is that
is.
another name you have for sex?
Yes, you want to add one?
So this is the big problem as we are getting closer and closer. T-minus how many days, Jake, till the solar eclipse?
5?
Countdown to the solar eclipse.
People are getting scammed all over the place, and here's the story.
Solar eclipse glasses. You are going to need these for the solar eclipse. But here's the problem. During the last solar eclipse of 2017, we saw a wave of counterfeit glasses hitting online marketplaces. First thing you want to do on the glasses.
So this guy is explaining that if you are the type of person that is going to go out and purchase your own pair of solar eclipse glasses, already I'm out because there's no chance I'm doing this, but okay, you want to make sure you don't buy the counterfeit ones that are flooding the market.
Yeah, and I think they're everywhere. Like, even if you go on Amazon, I think half the ones you see there are probably counterfeit.
They do kind of freak you out because they say if you look at the eclipse for even a second and you do not have the right glasses, your retinas will burn and you could go blind forever. I mean, they do really freak you out about it.
Yeah, and even if like, I think they're bent and stuff, they don't work. Like, they break very easly.
Hey, get Blind Charlie on the phone. I want to see if we get him to record a bunch of PSAs where he talks about how he, even though he
don't
didn't
end up like me.
Yeah, like that he looked at, like if it's a bunch of videos of Blind Charlie's like, I looked at the last eclipse for 1 second, and now, and it's just like, because I don't think, he didn't go blind because of that. He went blind because of a lifetime of bad habits and a bunch of bad eating, and he got really fat and everything like that. I think he got diabetes. But regardless, the idea that they're making it sound like not only if you look up at it for more than a second you go blind, but if you buy the wrong, let's just say you think you went out of your way to buy the right glasses, and then you still put them on, look up, and you find out you got counterfeit ones. You still go blind.
Yeah, then you're a nerd and you're blind.
You're a blind nerd that got bamboozled. Listen,
is look for that logo right there, that ISO logo. That's the International Organization for Standardization.
Oh, sounds like such a scam.
Now that's
if I was going to make up a fake company, what was that? The International
It
Standardization Optimization?
So fake, Allie.
O logo. That's the International Organization for Standardization.
And by the way, you don't think that the scams? I see Nikes every day that look great that are
totally.
fake.
You think people can't create a logo?
What is this?
ISO?
That's probably why they can't do it, because no one can even say
O logo. That's the International Organization for Standardization.
Okay, so you need to make sure that your glasses have the International
Organization of Standardization.
ISO, 3 letters, which anyone could stamp on anything.
iOS.
Whatever it is. See, that's how I bought the fake one. They're in the wrong order, but I'm dyslexic. I didn't notice. Then there's this.
The ISO is the organization that looks at the manufacturers and scrutinizes their lab results to make sure their glasses are safe for you. But that's not all. You also want to look for that number right there. It is tiny, and we'll zoom in right there so you can see it. You see it says ISO 123122. That's what you want to look for.
That's also such a scammy number.
That number seems so fake.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2. Don't say 3 again. 2.
This is how you know you're buying real eclipse glasses.
123122. That's
It's like unbelievable.
Advice to the world whatever organization. Be cooler than that.
If someone gave me these glasses, the real ones, I would look at this and be like, these have got to be fake. They got to be.
What you want to look for. The other thing you want to look for.
Take a guess, Allie.
Oh my God, there's more things to look for?
On your glasses.
God. Maybe the thickness of the film over the glasses?
Let's see.
You actually want the address of where this was manufactured. By the way,
China.
That's when you know it's real.
122 China way.
If it's America, it's a
glasses you
scam.
have from the last eclipse in 2017 are still good. Think again.
Oh, so if you have eclipse glasses that you've been holding
No way.
from 2017, they're not good anymore, Jake.
That's garbage.
You're right. They're garbage now.
If they're bent, ripped, or scratched, just toss them. Finally, let's test to see if your new glasses are safe.
Oh my
Put these
God.
on inside of your house or inside somewhere. I want you to get in front of a bright...
How much does this guy slay, Allie? You think this guy gets...
Well, especially with that cool music underneath when he's talking.
Inside of your house or inside somewhere. I want you to get in front of a bright light. Put these on. Now, look right into the light. Right now, I can barely make out the light. It's really, 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 really dark.
I mean, if you want to see this
His
eclipse...
wife is just standing in the background like, God damn,
That's good. That means these work. So
if you can see nothing, then you've successfully gotten your eclipse glasses.
I mean,
Countdown to the solar eclipse.
the amount of things you have to do, the checklist you have to go through, and then you have to do practice looks on inside lamps.
Hey, Blind Charlie.
Yeah, what's up?
Would you record some videos that we could put out on the internet to let everyone know that you are officially blind because you accidentally looked up at the last eclipse?
Sure. That's not why, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's it. People
You
are...
mean
like PSAs?
Now you know kind of situation. Okay.
Yeah. I also wonder if Blind Charlie were to try and go on a street corner and sell eclipse glasses, how many he'd be able to sell.
Oh, so many. Because
Yeah.
you have to trust this guy.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know. All right?
These ones work.
He should just sell normal glasses. Like, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Like
I just
eclipse
have a sign that
glasses?
says, "Don't end up like me. Buy these glasses before you look at the
Yes.
eclipse."
If you're buying the eclipse glass,
I would totally buy them from
It's
him.
like who sells the best fireworks? The guys that have 3 fingers,
Yep.
right? Same exact
Right.
thing. Yeah. All right, Charlie. Hold on. We're going to come up with a business plan.
Okay.
Where are you right now?
I am.
He's still
I
on
think
Big
behind
Bear.
the bank. yeah, still
Did you
Big
get
Bear.
left up there on top of the mountain? Jesus Christ, man.
Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
Killers on KROQ. Let's say hi to Chuck, who's been waiting on the phones at 800-520-1067. Totally interactive show. You can call, you can text, you can leave messages on the GOAT line, however you need to reach us. Also, you can comment on the live stream happening on YouTube right now on KROQ's YouTube page. What's up, Chuck?
Hey, I just appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to me. This morning, had a friend, long-time lady, call me and wanted me to take her to the hospital. She's been an alcoholic for years. Wanted to clean up, get into rehab.
Was that the woman that was just on the phone with us? Cindy? Was that secondhand Cindy?
She would never.
Oh, no, she would never. She's no quitter.
Her name's Gabby.
Okay.
And it took a lot of courage on her part. I just wanted for people to know that if they're suffering with alcohol or drugs, don't be afraid to reach out. Reach out to somebody. Get the help that you need. Get to the hospital. I was talking to the doctor there before I left. He says, don't worry, we're going to get her into rehab today. So all they got to do is ask for the help. The help's there.
The beautiful message, Chuck. And that's why we've been supporting people that are on their dry January quest. Only a few more days of that. And we've been giving you inspirational message like this.
And now, some dry January words of motivation from very drunk people.
Oh, yeah, just like, do it, man. Just like, I believe in you. It's going to be, you can do it. I'll bet you're doing great already. And it's going to be so, just awesome. Good job. Encouraging. I encourage you to keep, being encouraged. Please.
Happy Dry January from Klein Alley Show.
Sure, that's
what's
scrolled outside the rehab center.
That exact
We encourage
quote.
you to be
Beautiful quote.
encouraged.
We're going to give you the secret
That's
if
beautiful,
you'd
though.
like to live forever. We got that for you coming up with an old people's secret. And we have 4 lift tickets for you right now. If you want them, call. Ditch Days on Friday. We'd love to get you in. Call our 800-520-1067. Give those away next on KROQ. All right, let's give you the gift so you can live forever. This person's 110, and they believe they have the one secret that we haven't heard from all the other old people that have given us their secrets. And it's always fun to gamble on the elderly, which is a great idea for a YouTube channel. Is that available yet? See if that's available. Gambling on the elderly. I think we can make that happen. Hey, Corey, you are from Tustin, and you are caller 20. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Friday. I don't know if you have a job, but quit or cancel it or come up with a good excuse. We'll see you at the Snow Summit, all right?
Yes, I'll make it happen.
Do you ski, snowboard, drink?
Snowboard, and I'm a lefty.
Nice!
goofy.
You are goofy.
You're goofy. All right, you are goofy. Hold on one second.
I never remember what foot goes forward in goofy.
Yeah, Allie's a lefty, but also kind of dyslexic, so she's got a combination thing going on. Hold on one second, and let me say hi to caller 21 because we have an extra pair of these. Hey, Madison?
Hello?
Hey, what's up? You're coming, all right?
I am. Yay, thank you.
Hold on. We'll see you on Friday. Guys, I don't know. I've lost count of how many of these we've given away, so if we have more, just give them to people on the phones. All right, let's help you live forever. It's time for Old People Secrets time here on KROQ. The elderly.
Sorry, one second.
What the hell? Oh, Allie's playing the stupid YouTube channel again.
I was checking it with the net bangers.
No, I saw what you were doing.
I was doing something.
Allie's hamming it up. She's hamming it for the camera.
Hey.
We got to get rid of these cameras, guys. I'm serious.
Look,
Allie's
sometimes during the breaks, all they have is mariachi music, and I just want to do a little dance every once in a while and get them interested.
But you don't need to also watch yourself do the dance.
I'm
And your
commenting.
dance didn't correspond to the music they were hearing anyway.
I know.
It's really weird. And then I turn on your stupid, computer so we can get the old people secrets, and you're watching yourself dance.
All right, here it is.
From chicken brain to drinking rain, not getting laid. They call me the barmaid.
They call me the barmaid.
That's right. Let's live forever with sweet Dibbit.
Sweet Dibbit.
Time for some old people secrets.
Now they can see it.
I don't think 101, 102 means much anymore. I know that they say the average life expectancy is going down, but this person made it to 110, and this may be the most coherent old person we've ever featured in Old People Secrets.
At 110, Thelma Sutcliffe has a lot of spunk.
That last name I don't think they say on the radio.
Sutcliffe?
That
Is
seems
that
like
back in the day where your last name corresponded with what you were good at?
Sounds like a racist slur or something. It's like an insult. Get off my property, you Sutcliffe.
Lindsay Thie sat down with her today to see if she needed a Louise.
Thelma Sutcliffe is spending her Tuesday going through a basket of birthday cards.
Okay, so listen, when you're 110...
Wait, to see if she needed a Louise?
I don't know.
Like to drive off a cliff? What kind of a reference is that? They die.
It must be some local news segment they do where they're like, who needs a Louise? And she shows up and knocks on the door.
Because her name's Thelma?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, is that what it is?
I think so. I think they're making a Thelma and Louise joke, which they drive off a cliff and kill themselves.
Is that the joke?
Yes.
I got to hear this again. If that's the case, it's the worst joke in history.
Down with her today to see if she needed a Louise.
Thelma.
Yeah, Thelma.
Oh, it's a Thelma and Louise joke.
That's such a bad joke anyway, but also the corresponding ending to that movie is death.
Old people are bad drivers, so maybe that was like, hey, drive off a cliff. That's a Tuesday.
Sutcliffe is spending her Tuesday going through a basket of birthday cards. She just celebrated her 110th birthday on Saturday. This durable lady was born...
Durable lady?
Well, first of all, that is such an insult.
I cannot wait to get that compliment when I'm older.
You're already a durable lady. I would say currently you are a durable lady.
I've got a thick skin, got a rubber coat.
It's really hard because they want to come across as nice when they talk about the elderly, but they can't do it, so they just find words that sound like she's talking about a structure. This durable lady survived a slight breeze.
Talk about her the same way I'd talk about batteries.
Yeah.
This durable lady was born in 1906 in the Benson neighborhood, long before Benson was part of Omaha, and Teddy Roosevelt was president.
I was born and raised on a farm.
She got great. And by the way, that was the only option
ant
back
farm?
then. Everything. I'm an ant.
Why? She's so tiny.
I should point out that Thelma, or Louise, whatever her name is 3 inches tall.
I was born and raised on a farm.
In a thimble.
This is going to be her secret, Allie.
Where the Omaha Country Club is today.
Okay, so she's a woman of means. It sounds like.
Okay,
that's where our farm was.
What kind of farm was it?
Magic.
Well, they had, at least we did, 160 acres of all kinds of raised
servants.
Yeah, it sounds like that's a plantation, not a farm.
Yeah, that's not good, Thelma.
But she also says it's good genes.
But my sister lived also to be 106.
Interesting. Wow.
Tallest in the family.
But my sister and myself, neither one of us smoked. Now, whether that had something to do with it, I don't know.
Because the cigarette's bigger than we are.
I never had the strength to hold them.
She's not a fairy. She's a real lady. I just want to point that out. But she's not a smoker, so the exact opposite. She doesn't know if that's the secret. She's going to get to her secret.
I wonder what her voice would sound like if she did.
She probably should. It's the one case where she's like, you should probably start smoking.
Yeah, bring it down a little.
You sound like a cartoon.
One thing is for sure, Thelma Sutcliffe is sharp. She loves her weekly bridge games, reading, and doing her daily crossword.
And leaving teeth under the pillows of children. She's got a lot of things she's into.
A shiny
so
nickel.
Here we go.
They asked me, what's your secret?
Okay. What's her secret? The moment of truth is finally here. You've heard a little bit about her.
Flying to Neverland.
She doesn't smoke. She's got a secret she believes is what helped keep her alive all these years. Maybe if you apply this secret to your own life, you too can live forever like this tiny little lady. Allie, what do you think her secret actually is?
I think enjoying the simple things in life, because she's a farm girl.
Farm-raised farm girl. Omar Khan, what is her secret to living to 110 years old?
It's clearly fairy dust.
Fairy dust, which is what, the PCP or actual fairy dust?
Yeah, PCP will do
The
the
green
trick.
fairy.
Okay, Jake, what is her secret? She's going to give it to us in a second.
I eat fresh fruits and vegetables.
Is she Cartman from South Park?
That fairy version of Cartman.
All right, here we go. If you want to live forever, all you got to do is this.
They ask me, what's your secret? But I don't have a secret.
Oh, come on. I was just going to call her a bitch. Sorry.
Bitch.
Talk, bitch.
She got the whole news crew out there for everything, and she was all slow play for no secret.
But I don't have a secret. I'm just lucky.
She's a leprechaun.
She's a leprechaun.
We knew it. I could
That's
tell.
how I can afford all these
Thelma
slaves.
threw
Is the
herself
pot
a
of
birthday
gold.
party this past
Allie,
weekend.
she's just like you, by the way. You hear this sad way of ending the story? It's just like Allie.
Thelma threw herself a birthday party this
Just like
herself
Allie.
off a cliff.
Threw herself a birthday party. Just
got
like
it.
past weekend. More than 200 people showed up.
Bet you shouldn't have to pay for her own drinks like you did earlier.
And she looks fantastic. It's incredible to believe.
What a lot. I mean,
She
come
looks
on.
She does not, and I don't know what she looks like, but come on, don't lie to the woman.
Yeah, the last woman referred to her as durable. So you can't say durable and fantastic.
She's 110. That's just awesome. Way to go, Thelma. Oh, to only live that I long know. and the things she has seen. Amazing, really.
All right, well, there you go. We'll wrap up the show with takeaways, get out of here, turn it over to Nicole Alvarez, and we'll do it next on KROQ. Alley Show. Going to get out of here. Nicole Alvarez brings with her more Coachella tickets at noon and at 3, and then you'll get another pair at 6 with Megan Holiday. Thanks for spending some of your morning with us. A lot of new listeners checking in, people that have made the switch. Greatly appreciate you coming over to KROQ. And there she is, Nicole Alvarez. She's looking all done up today.
Oh, wow.
It's almost like she forgot she's on the radio.
Yeah, you don't have to try, Nicole.
Yeah, we gave up. Look at this. Huh? Look at your future. We've given up. Here's a message we'll end on today from someone who wanted to let us know that they're still rooting for us on the GOAT line.
Hey, Klein, Allie, love you guys. I would like an update on the whole bumper sticker conversation from last week. I would proudly add your sticker to my bumper. However, I would like for this to specifically be a Klein Alley Show sticker. Because if I have a KROQ 106.7 sticker and someone on the road sees it, they'll be like, okay, she probably listens to Nicole Alvarez or Megan Holiday. She's a sweet girl. But no, I need someone to think, oh my God, she listens to Klein Alley. God help her.
Oh.
I just need other drivers on the road to know I'm unhinged
Thank
and
you.
a little bit stupid.
Great.
And then maybe they could get out of my way when I'm trying to merge on the freeway.
Well, what a beautiful message. I think you said something nice in there, and then it was a lot of insults. But regardless, we appreciate the support. GOAT line's open for you if we're not around. 844-956-GOAT. Leave your messages. We'll check them every single day, play some of them on the air. All right. Allie?
Lots of
takeaways. What do we got?
562, my takeaway is the arbiter of sound, audio, is Jake the Nerd.
Thank you.
408, my takeaway is Omar can write an essay and masturbate at the same time.
He's very good. Uses both hands.
818, Allie clogged the drains at the spa.
Yeah, it's going to cost a lot of money. That guy called earlier. The guy who owned that spa. A lot of pubes, he said.
213, my takeaway is coming on Netflix, Gambling on the Elderly.
Oh, man, I love that.
626, my takeaway is it's okay to be hand curious. And 510, my takeaway is with Duolingo, you can all learn to start speaking Vanessa.
If you don't know what we're talking about, check out the full podcast. Everything that we just gave you in the takeaways will make sense. And speaking of Vanessa wanted everyone to know that, what do you need, Vanessa? You want to beg for something?
Yes, if you have a petty situation happening in your relationship or in your friendships, I need to know. Petty claims court tomorrow. Boom. Fight for your life.
Yeah, we're going to get you on the air. If we put you on, you'll get some lift tickets to join us on Friday at Ditch Day.
All you got to do is
for that.
bring the person on with you so that we can, be the
arbiter.
Yeah, the arbiter
of sound. If you have anything petty going on, want to join us for Petty Claims Court, slide in the DMs at Klein Alley Show. All right, we'll do it tomorrow. Try to do it better. Bye.
That they feel that they feel that
What's up, shotties? Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Dibbit Doobie Doobie Doobs. What's poppin', y'all? How y'all doing? Welcome back. It's the Tuesday. Anybody coming to Big Bear? Snow Summit? I know some shenanigans go down and stuff. Want to have a good time? Want you guys to come. You want to come to Snow Summit?
No, I'm going to the Grammys.
So you are going to the Grammys after all.
I'm going to Grammy weekend.
Oh, shit. Look at that. Nicole's going to Grammy weekend. And Holly wants to say hi to everybody. You can't see anything. Hello. Show me your jacket. Show me your jacket. Show me back your jacket. Look at this shit.
Oh, hold on. Some
of y'all got to live by this creed. Look at that.
Do you see it?
Don't be a little bitch.
Yeah.
You and you and you and you and you
and you
and you. Just kidding. Love it. How are you guys doing? What's popping? Lots of concerts and lots of festivals still getting announced tonight too. I think Green Day. Dave Matthews.
That literally just came down the pike.
Oh wow. Good Charlotte. Green Day announcing another tour festival.
Blink-182 and all
oh
trio.
Yes. Blink-182 at the Palladium. Hold on. Let's talk about that really quick. Blink-182. I've had the privilege to see them, I think, in 23 at, where did I see them at? BMO Stadium. Crazy good show. Crazy good show. Insane. And now the fact that they're playing at the Palladium, an even smaller venue with an even like bigger band, it's nuts, dude. It's nuts. If you ever have the chance to go see like a stadium band go play in like a tiny venue, you really got to go do that. Literally, I had the chance to see Green Day at the Echoplex last year. Insane. Craziest pit, craziest vibe, craziest everything. I would honestly go check that out. And the fact that Blink is so active right now too. They played a show every single year here in LA for the past like 2 years. So really, if you got anybody's getting tickets to that, or did anybody get it? Those are crazy too. Oh, who's going to Fire Aid this weekend too? I'm a little torn about if I got tickets to that. I don't know which show I'd go to. I know I said I was so set to go see the Forum show because that would be like the coolest, most raucous one. But I'm kind of like also into the Into It Dome lineup too. Like I'd go see either. I would go see either too. Like I really like Kevin G. What's up? Like I'd really want to go see the Into It Dome show too because that looks really sick. Like I like pop music a little bit too. I support the pop girlies. Olivia Rodrigo, Tay McRae, T-Pain. I'm at the bartender, looking at me, I'm the bartender. You know what I mean? How you gonna deny that hit? That song was a bop, dude. Remember being in 3rd grade and hearing that song for the first time? It was like the greatest thing ever, dude. Love it. Thinking about going forward when we do these live streams too. I think we're gonna do maybe Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I don't think I want to overdo it too much and do every day because then I'm just gonna start talking out of my ass and just spewing random BS. But I'm gonna give you guys some quality more than quantity, more than anything. If you guys are coming this Friday to Snow Summit, driving up, when you come and join us, we will have shirts. Apparently, we will have shirts. I just saw that email right now too. So when you come, I look so fucking busted and tired, man. We will have shirts. So please come and grab a shirt. He was kind of like half joking. He wants you to come shirtless. If you really want a shirt, come topless. Come to the freezing cold snow. Let us see your bare hypothermic chest, and we will dress you with the shirt. And it'll be fun. And it'll be really great.
Bring a jacket.
Yeah, Nicole said bring a jacket too. But the whole joke was like we want them to come shirtless, so we give them the shirt.
So that they can catch pneumonia?
Yeah.
Are you nuts?
Yeah, we're full nuts, so.
How about a jacket with no shirt under? A jacket with no shirt under.
A jacket with no shirt under? Sure. A jacket, come with a jacket with no shirt under. And we'll give you a Klein Alley Show Ditch Day shirt. There you go. And we'll give you hypothermia too.
It could be warm.
We don't want to be warm. We want to be cold. Ice cold killers. Anyways.
Are they being nice? Are they happy? Are they excited? Are they?
I don't know actually. How are you guys doing? I don't even have the chat open. I didn't even watch the live stream today.
Oh, you're just talking to them?
I could be talking to nobody right now. We could probably be live streaming nobody. But we appreciate you guys though. Thank you so much. Got some busy stuff going on behind the scenes. Really waiting to surprise you guys. But look at this. Love that. All right, without that further ado, I'm out skis. We will see you. What's tomorrow? Wednesday? Yeah, let's do a show Wednesday and let's plan for a show on Friday too. Maybe Thursday also. Who knows? We're feeling it.
Hello.
How was your call with your brother?
It was good. I have a brother that lives in Colombia, and he needed my assistance.
All right, y'all. We will see you. Shabba Labba Ding Dong. See you tomorrow. Remember to share the show and remember to follow us on IG at Klein Alley Show. And remember, what's poppin'? And remember, all details for Friday's snow trip will be online too. And remember, if you don't got tickets and you didn't win anything, just show up. Just come. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be fun. Vibes will be hot. We'll play games. We'll film some stuff. Maybe we'll play, have a snowball fight or something. I want to throw a couple snowballs at you guys. Maybe you guys can hit me too. I want to have a little snowball for. Let's see. We didn't do that last year because the guys got mad at us and they started yelling at us. But F authority, man. Let's just do it. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Melt the snow? Who cares? All right. See you guys. Bye. Justin, take it away, my boy.